Yes. Ngal be konton. Ba fulal be juma mubarak. Ani men buka jimo salim ba fulal be juma mubarak. Ngal jima sal balol siata sai. Sur la sane kundan kol. Sane ni mane. Usas dole ka fa kamane. Ngani ni kanga ete. Yakaya women do la kadata mahadile. Talendra school. Ga tonya ha. Talendra school ustasul kudos to them. Say kamane kundan kol be ke cert. E kamane kundan ko je ka fa ko cheikh mane. Cheikh sane. Allahu akbar. Be dunia la moto. Dunia la mo me kering. Fe kala fo mane ol fa kamane. E ka fo mane kundan kol fa ne. Imam mane bringa ni moy alhamdulillah jento be alaye akbar kafunya le alaka bun amanke jaxtara walati ni ko alaka bun amanke jatu la warote alhamdulillah ba yalo school boy criminalo school boys is Sunguri ndolo konye e ka fa ne Maimuna ke balde e Maimuna ke jallo nga asan jallo badi ulam ako ndekatare ako mfulawni be kordali lola ndebe online mbe comment section ni molbe defantela ako 24 hours kadar online ne mol be defandela mfulawon wol be korda lola ndebe nanta ngaay du kare makoy yem fa makoy korda to ba an piping ko le muy sal ga mo zolan la le firi alors NPP la ni ministre sur le criminal le muy de ebe e ka satik solta ka korda di la ndel velenti jambe badal ani korda fenden del dol bu alifana ali ma koy NPP see boy school boys is I'll go for creating it go for me because ni musindi una nyende minne Maimuna ikawa na Maimuna ke jallo alafta mfaneta ngata ngapo de ngafo nata NPP bawo say hani me mandare party kuna asa fe afo ko resign for UDP da wala gambele politiko dia ni me politiko we poda mbota UDP kale taro za fe tema la dol fon be jim ka sa fe ro kelo ko min jay mane na nyon e ka safero joma ma wol fay téléphone sa waaw Gambia sa hey Gambia nol ngal konton nadal de Imam Jawla, the only imam in the whole Baling. Ngal nanyum fo buka dia yin sekundone in TikTok sekol nga fo Imam Jawla abuka dia de so Gambia natala ko take yalun tulu desan modole boy NPP supporter dole asa fenya ko ndel betula diamo la le fonga fa bari itel bela bero ci kala yadi barola son del la diamo na fatala ngaye yalo ela hakil doya folo yole nyitande adama di una diamo ebe diamo ke ka kukuru nomba hani ka kukuru diamo leki molyewo kukuru nyim baray ma baray tela junubo ala bo safel likewise ku kendo kuma kendo e kafo e kamuli yamar ko la memmo yalon ko ila torol beje kafo kal fatanyemma ale nanyinna to mari ni yoke ma weda yela o kuma muta femela kuma muta e tela wo yamaro nyin ala be jola wokan so wala kenan kafale ko ngel bejande madama jata kende ya bembulo yalo sa ndel fana beke ka koto kellete ndel wana sa ndel fana dun kam fonde ke je ko le kono say abar ne na je ko ya musol men yalo ke be fam podin la ni internet ni musol ni TikTok musol fake ko lete fent ibe fake ni membe na afam filter afam sindi fenko nyato wadu ngande jani betan njaba woto lela TikTok kolto ngay jani betan njaba woto lela TikTok kolto gon grati TikTok to ni men njaba nin tulu je na haji te ba onde mantal je ha balan kam fulo Gambia nde sanan la kasu kulo felende Gambia la problème mu Gambia dimulet Gambia musolu Gambia funding kewul Gambia la problème o be tata nata nyillam sometimes it's very sad funding Cameroon e kaja be internet o ta ka mulu neni adam barola ko ka katara te fon uselessment do ku tabulu na wulta somanda ka fle ya may ma $10 wala na iten sula $10 so ngata buro ni bota sanna ibe farin social media tap e ko etil katar kamfare e bukalo ibe kamfare mun fon kama because Gambia no ntoli na belief ning yalo ninga fo dolbe je ka fo nyel ko kemetolo mun de manke kemetiti man kemetol fon han mo kilim melo and mansulelo na but the truth is Gambia alladino la cross like kunu ngajele ndesana yus fasongo afundina na be chairman yangs kon abe yangsi jaykan ko yaje na fi ko le malti akaka yangsi jay yangsi tata ay fenko ay kodole jo 136,000 ayole jo Islamic University for the students of West Coast me yalo ko alhamdulillah ala tentu balet so yusfa funtira na kaka yanku ba jay nkaye na fi ko lo mit yusfa sonko ibulisa yusfa sonko kadi yusfa sonko nyol ko opposition ya haramutal bar silang opposition na candidate opposition mayo opposition chairmano tata e kodo chika ya di alla school rada school di nu la karamujo je alma reject ay la ngay talweni la il façon ko kuda ave yang sle jayi kam adel ko opposition ya haramuda aliko opposition ya mu ala sosole sai opposition la chiamano wetata la Islamic University mu myoto anala kodo etaje ay alla ay dindul la karambu jo ibe qur'anu karan kandame ala sosola alikawo muda al walla lakum kolla goy ni dia ko e kammen fulem do khul jaa al haqq wa jahaka al batila inna batila kana zahuka ya bataroje ameta nyaawnya to nya ka burkale ni yenyin sekundi on men beji je ba fala mole ha aka mansa soso anin be ala soso la abe fania momo ya fale tapale wala momo koy ko ni mansa soso ya ala le sosa faye mu fania folalti yaje wo famu kumalde me yalo ko adamadi si junu bo soto je kadu alako at dambannam kul huwa Allahu ahad Allahu samad lam yilidi wa lam yuladi ate alade akilin dambannam aman fe wulu fem ma wulu wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad fem fulan nyotate alate fello nyotate alate fem bukalo nate alafe woto nite kanne ka fo mole ko ha nieman sa soso doro ye alale soso kila le atel yamar kale bula bar sayin atel mo kilun fawno fanan kanna fo mole ko kila ko marra aminkum munkarin falyghayr bi yadihi ha nale kukurunge society ko dal sakila al bulola fa in lam stati'u ika fo nyaade len ne buka fo na fa in lam stati'u nin ayatal ko al dalma al buloma bono fa bilisanihi al sakelali al new fanana barbi al nyaabe man salabe sida be suñarola man same yalon ka date sariyato amanke sariyal katti amanta maralola sariya ka yaje muslimol ngafale ne yaje dunia be ni abe jube muslimol be batari ngabe nim fitino be dawda muslime bankol 99.9% fitino be banku kan muslime bankol lo but muslime ambe sontale is a very peaceful religious woto muslime wala nyandal fanyinin kalal siata dawda munatina la bankulu fitino katorje surtout la Africa the most backwarded countries in Africa are the countries whereby the Muslims are the majority. Go to the Ethiopia, you see how developed they are. Rwanda, Muslims are not majority there. You see how developed they are. Go to Zimbabwe, you go to Namibia. Their thinking, their mentality is even completely different from our mentality. Because Ntolu, na dino tobe mbulu bar dino jiko tenna. Because muslime ya yentoli yamar fofenna alay adamadiu yamar fofenna nin adamadiu lota wakam adamadiu na kairo le be woto muslime wol nyandal fanyinin kala we all agree that muslime is a very peaceful religious but muniatina fitino siata muslime bankol kam katu muslime wol foni i fon le la qur'ano ta ka kutun kannaya nin ko ye qur'ano ta ya kutun kannaya wala mu yela qur'ano corrupt qur'ano man corrupt but muslim le fondé qur'ano muta ya corrupt for they based on their personal interests follow bring muslim le kallo e kafo moli ko hanni man saye bute e nyanta duwala o man sayen hanni man sale tonye e nyanta sila yedwa o man saye bari wo muslime kilun foni kanalo e kafo moli ko ala ko inni haramatul zulmu ala nafsihi ngatonyero haramu yandi adde ala fon male wa za'alatuhu bainakum muharraman fala tazalim nata kyatul adamadul damban tema haramu fend say how can it would be possible ala fon haramu yandi adamadul ka adamadi dobo kekan ite ka fo mole ko hanni bari kare nyi wo munyatu ko lete qur'an jomale afo katu kila jamano la kila mafo muslimolu ye qur'ano ta ya corrupt ngalo nimbe diam kade ke ela yin sek ndene sinama yafo kayen ignorant because Gambia di one team be Gambia di bi sokore ela memuri da kuma ka wala you are illiterate, you are ignorant. They don't even know the meaning of illiterate. They don't know the meaning of ignorance. Arabul kafir men al jahiliya, al jahilat. Ku mome yalo is ignorance. Ika understand. Wala di nabi kat tasabiyo je mobulu. Abe tasabiyo virdila. Abe bataro fasaka. Abe ta jame oto salwati bukadan jame oto. Barakatar bataro fasaka. Because ala buka adama di utonye. Gambia di why are we continue to produce the bad leaders? Ntelle ka wuli nkata campaign wala. Nka wuli nka fali nga kar tombo nga ate tambe. Nga kar kenna candidate ot. Bari no candidate o nata si. Aka fali ko alale yente tombo. Anyo fani ate kering. Alade akadiamu adamadimu ye hakilolla. Ntol mankarande. Bari telefon la Qur'ano e kamune fomole ko ala kafule ko la allakum ta'kilun. لعلكم تفلحون لعلكم تتفكرون فتما دو باتو السكه مير الله. For example be coming عليك آيو منجند أكو إنا أنجلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون. nga Qur'ano jindi arabu kawana pour ñin kamala alsike mir Allah. So, ning ayo jita wala Qur'ano fora. Ala sababu nujulo ketament. The objective of that ayah. Muslimul ka eka objective de eka objective ta ka manipulate. Ye bula fenko noma. Let's say eka bula mune noma nouns. Eka wole ta kamul manipulator la. For example, ning alako inna anjalinahu Qur'anan Arabiyan la'allakum ta'qilun. Sain modern ta te kodro inna anjalinahu Qur'anan Arabiyan. Nga Qur'ano jindi Arabu kaunla. Saye modol si podi ha Arabu kaunla fisata kangobeti. But kaman fisa there is no language which is more superior than the other languages. Because language be dadata alalea. But be haninde la society ko na jube. Moli beje kafo ko Arabu kauna fisi ata kama bet. You're based on which ya base muneka. Ema base fenkam because ya base menka wala mu Qur'ano jita Arabu kauna. Kila mu Arabolet. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Kila dun ala yake nabiyo moti amanke ko because of ala Arabu yale yake na yake nabiyo moti. Hani? Ala Arabu ya ma kenna ke nabiyo motile katu janin kila be na nabiyo mo jolle na ta janin rasul kana sallallahu alaihi wasallam commentel mo fiuni munati na bankol na miralial is very poor surtout la muslime banku jamal ka wala fo isina mo moy ha Arabu le fisiata siyo beti kalu kila bota wol ko kila la bo Arabu ko na man Arabu fisiandi moti kila la bo Arabu kono amanke Arabole fisiata manding koti, amanke Arabole fisiata fuloti, amanke Arabole fisiata surwati, amanke Arabole fisiata siti Gambia kono. Arabo alay memfo inna anjalinahu Qur'anan Arabiyan. Nga Qur'ano jindi Arabu kauna mun dalila kan la'allakum ta'qilun. La'allakum ta'qiluna nying. That should be the object, a subject. But now nga Qur'ano jinde Arabu kauna not based because of Arabu kauna fisiata kama bet. But ako nga Qur'ano jinde Arabu kauna yes binda said nge kono. Nga Qur'ano jinde Arabu kauna pour nyin kamala al sike mira lalti. Woto way muna nyitande that does not mean Qur'ano la ji Arabu kauna does not define that what Arabu kauna is more superior than all the other languages. There is no language which is more superior than the other. That is the Womumola mentality. And Gambia Hanibi Asiata je because many can karandi. Wale mu molti, they want to enslave us. That's what they want us to believe ko. Bawo kila mu araboleti, arabol le fisiatanti. Ilafta kan believe in the ko. Bawo Qur'ano alako inna anjalinahu Qur'anan Arabiyan. Nga Qur'ano jinde Arabu kaunela. Woto wole Arabu li fisiandin telta yela kan fisiandin. But because of ika Qur'ano nyin corrupt. Bari alaya afo dalilo menna wala muko inna anjalinahu Qur'anan Arabiyan la'allakum ta'qilun. Nga Qur'ano jinde Arabu kauna fotuma do bato akadiamu jomalle. Akadiamu entire umma of Rasul. Bar kila nata jomalle foloka wala ma badult. Ando alaya koendi je fananko. Wama arsalna min rusulin illa bilisani qawmihi. Nde nabiyam mo kila na nde nabiyam mo kila mantoli kang. Fo nabiyam mo sike kang folati jamaye men faham. Woto kamune nyitandi. Kila alake araboti wama kinna ko Qur'ano jita arabu kauna de. Kila alake araboti ay arabu kan fo ala mole kato kila mu arabu lati. Jannin Qur'ano bena kila mu arabu lati. Obviously ma espeko arabo ye Qur'ano jinde mandinga kauna. Nabila Isa Taurat Injili jita kan Hebrews le. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam Jabur jita kan munela al Hebrews. So woto wonyanta ni tandilale ko. Wonyanta ni tandilale ko. You know, ntolula mentality telephone yem fando yandi to the extent that na mentality nyindunta na society fadankono. And that is the one of the reasons why we cannot develop. Imagine when the people can speak better English or they understand the grammatic, they think that they are more well educated or they are more aware than the others who cannot speak English. There are people, many aloko, they have a doctorate in Arabic, but they are not useful in our society because our mentality. That's why we are seeing the institutional failures every sectors. Because our people, they can only speak English. They can only write English. But the attitude and the manner is not there. And what is the education? Any education cannot give you wisdom. That education is null and void. Because London na famu munet. Kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam bir ala yakinan ala mantul kay munefay. Ay munefay. Akay wa ma arsalnaka illa mubashiran wa nadhira. Me ki fenne ite kila. Me bula mo yata mo fa. Me bula. Moli nyanda men understand la kafirol ni misilmo la kelo amanke ko ala ko kafirol ne dro ala ko kila ne ha dino natale tayeta moli fa no. Kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala ya ki ala moli kanna kay ko ma arsalnaka illa mubashira wa nadhira. Me ki fenna ol namanke yeta yenna kilariya futadi just to deliver my message. Ala yole fay. Pour ye moli bondinam filo kono, filo mumuneti, wala muibe kule kono membe torala. Ye natindi ku kono, membe da handila. Ala yole fay. Bara ma fay tamo fa, ma fay tamo kelen. Ni aje kelona ta misilmon nin kafirol tema. Because kafirol mallafiko misilmole exist. Kafirol they were not tolerant. Wala tinabi ninga molje kafo mole, handelte sonna secular state la, hase, secular state those, wedali yalla bankoke, Nadia talalake Islamic State. But madam Allah daji kol ni misilme amanta is null and void in the eyes of Allah. Allah nya ko to Nadia talal kangambia kili Islamic Republic. Because nkamul gele ka ha ndella banko fo nyante kele Islamic Republic ma mo ke misilme. Allah te nyinin kala fayde la banko mi Islamic Republic le. No. Allah be momo ala ko momo ila barata menne jiko ala be wol konti bola. But not kete kili Muhammad lela. Wale kete kili Abu Bakar lela. Nga mol gele Abu Bakar nyoli be dolo minna. Nga mol gele Omar nyoli keta suniti. Those are only name. Wala kena nkafo mole ko name does not identify anybody as Muslim. Name does not you know, toma mo ke fenti. Nyajin tul fail ta come African mentality. Hanina English student will jube many aloko they graduate from the universities. They behave like they are the most intelligent people. They know the truth. Eka tonya je but eka divert. Eka mole like I was listening to this guy. Eka ngama doila journalist. He was criticizing the Gala, and he went to the extent that Ako Gala should even change the name of Gala because Gala means Gambian Gambian protesting against the loot assets. Ako, those people, those Galas, when they went to protest against loot, the looted asset of the Ajame, why do they bring who killed the cops? Ako, why do they bring the children? So did you many along koi father? Wala fan inside tema. How many years later? Ako kanyitandile ko wala akinate ka will criticize. You see the mentality because they think that they can articulate themselves in English, and then because of that language is fooling them. Atela interest man kenyintiko, subject matter is not for him more important. Yankuba for Yankuba Jalolom, doila fenkolom, doila journalism. Atela base ketamenti wolomuko, wol ako galamu nyari Gambian against the looted asset, I don't know whatever. Ako to nyanta falinale. Atela concentration o ketamuneti, wolomu to nyinti. But the main issue matter interest there. I kumol for many alonko hanimbe case le. This is what is disturbing us. Coming Karamudo to a Karamudo de Peter Michael Peter John, Green Somandal be searing Karambu kono class o kono Michael Cotton de Peter says it Michael Peter and John Peter and John. And this is the mentality. They want to come in ekatonya, but they manipulate the truth based on the grammatic. But the main cause they are not interested about that. So here at a Kadiamu Damen na wole mu looted asset. But we more funded a cause menka against the corruption. So come be mentality men for canting. Wole mu control more fiuni. Munati nam felita. How many doctor title holders, how many degree holders we have in Gambia since 1965 up to today? What can we produce? We cannot export nothing, absolutely. And then we are sending thousands of our human resources, HR. And then what the Lamol failed to understand la wala muko. Handing ayatari Gambia be keta diamond handing Gambia be keta sansolet. Madama human resources fail there. Na banko tikeno la fendi. Human resources is one of the most important resources on this earth. Dunia mu nyokono. Because ikadaimu nyimmenje moleka process. Without human, the diamond is absolutely nothing. Without human, that oil is absolutely nothing. Because adama diunla knowledge wole ka diamond ta kake fent. Wala atina diamond value ta. Until no fail it until ladu. Look at our people. For example, take the example from the Gambia University. Most of them, they are all becoming lawyers. When the lawyers' population are more than the entire population, yes, it's so funny. Many can tell you so. Our donors. Ila education of Jube. Eka menke la funding kewul. Ebebe depending skills work leka. Skills work all. Electrical engineering, architect, construction engineers, plumberings. Those some have a masters in plumberings. You go to Siemens. Siemens alone in Berlin City, and Siemens moment employer is more than 4,000 Siemens alone inside Berlin. And all those people, they are mechanicians. But Gambia go to university. That's why na university student after graduating, they became useless in the society. All they can do, go to the media, speaking English, yeah, you know, like it tell them Queen Elizabeth Mama Renyolt. Non to Bankundi men kamuta ko Gambia. Bankundi men kamuta ko Gambia. We are not even up to 3 million. And look at the length and the breadth of our country. And the amount of intellectual in that country. We cannot even manage our own properties. We cannot manage our own resources in our country. It's a shame. Aman ole warta. Neaje do sano kallo ako, education is not important. Why? Because do sano menne man see class okono. When the intellectual are licking his boots, obviously we say that education is not important. But momo ko education man na faso da be fanyale fokeye because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mune naje kila ko mole ko talabul ilmu faridatu ala kulli muslim wal musliman. Londo ni no farla yata muslim musoni muslime ke obeleka. But what kind of the education? That's we should ask about ourselves. The university in the Gambia, what development are they bringing in the country? How many students are graduating every year? Thousands. And after graduating, they all disappear. Nobody knows. And the country is collapsing. Illiterates are, you know, illiterate souls will na banko control. Look at from the president to his advisors, the agriculture minister, for example, Demba Saba. What did he know about agriculture? Niya nyininka the fertilizer, the kind of the fertilizer, and then the munemu bankola advantage, disadvantage, and then the which fertilizer. Imagine ye Demba Sabal ki kaya ko in Senegal la agriculture minister so leta si. Yes, Demba Sabal ta yaki to Nigeria to go and sit with the highly educated ministers who, you know, many alonko they have diploma in agriculture. This is the situation we are in. Because nga banko muta tulundawnete. Wala tina mole kallo e kafo ko ha Adam Barrow betalla jana for 30 years. But they don't know. They are fighting against UDP. No, they are fighting against themselves. They are fighting against the future of their children. Men bena kansa. Because in the Lamanza Kundanya from 2016 up to now, yeah, how many billions of dollars is later? Where are all those money went? Kodo amounto men kaji Gambia kono, eka kodo amounto men moi, ebuka moy 100,000, eka million le moi. Million when missing, nobody know. We are, you know, wakodo taramindole. But our people are still crying for ordinary water. We took our independence since 1965. Up to today is 60 years, coming to 61 years. Our people are still crying for ordinary water to drink. Na president natada ay kamo sindulata dunia be kilinanje. Mbeta kamada yelola, abe kodo men spend la wo kamada yeloto will be even more than ye kamo sin men. Yebo holo sin dulato, ye nyum bankola sojarolla, polisolla, moto jolle be bulale noma, padiemol men yalo kanin pukono e kafo da coupon men yalo ka be spella wo moto kono. Ya kompia e kata fion men daele. E balo nal kontol we are not going anywhere. And the sad thing is, wala muko, tribal sentiment. Tribalism momo ka fo ko tribalism te Gambia ebe fani yalla. You know, poverty is a crime. Poverty membe Gambia, fuara ya membe Gambia. Amanke ko fuara ya nyin alale ya dada. Hani alama o fuara ya nyin dada de. Alama fuara ya dada. Wala tinan ka fale ko momol ka fale ko e man president Baroje sa afana kasi aka fo mole ko alale ente tombo kanke nyim place oto. Ngale misilimo na afiko. Misilime na afiko wole siata wo banko kam. ngel ma fo ala buka mo tombonde bari comme ka fo nyamen nan ne ajen na banko nyinti tanu la na lonna li fontata ye qur'ano corrupt yaje misilimo li fon yela dino tale ya corrupt you dey craze boy you dey craze go e ko jadi dum ebe yemen ne de ebe yeman dine de noel fo say maño la fen ko lamba wutu ni fona wulta sumonda ko ana ya lo buga matoga tey matoga benna cinda ci bala yalla Allah je no Sweden benna cinte je boy I salute you nge kondom ala yen kolle kunum ko ayen kolla man soto nka ete mo onkul jaw baldi de e kana fo na sado ko de kamuru buka kuma fon bar mbe nyomo elal e ka understand so na banko nyin tribal sentiment le bo banko nyin kam and mune tribalism nyin cause ignorance because alkanaje wo mola bi ni ajube kamol je they have a bachelor degrees, they are tribalists. They have a masters, they are tribalists. Because into our mentality, we have a very poor mentality. And niaje bi intel la banko nyin kasaro be banko nyin kan, and Adam Barrow seem to be very comfortable with the corruption in that country because munekeda ya fulol ni mandin kol ni surwal ni jolal tayem be kam fandi ndam bawon be kam fari nyoka me bukalo moy muneke mol hani ko moy ko naga defa ka fo ko lomanuy ndata Gambia pour emaje Westfield chojo feleje ngake otar sirinje comme yalonde ndesan boy afaya no de fight afai muka fight saying kele ko ndate wodo no do setan we ka setan o nyini wala yalo ite muta wonde wolde ndara Gambia Cristiano lawo chojo balaje Westfield ino fogam telo fo bank lembang emaje ikanyim bi fenko para bi sollo jete ka fenko lo wafun tata je pour ka beleto sang media mula kewe comme nka fale haw ntel la banko nyin ndesan Gambia ko bala fa warta sometimes ni site yemira o banko la kola abala fa ka warala boy ngako yalla ide bu kanina ndada lafta ka beleto kawaso le sangabul billahi lafta ka kawaso sang be diamu lay aman danku after kedo nata wok diamu taye man suru akam moy nyawnya bara la wokil ngomo la ka akoy ko bay ko mu dem ki dengen fok ni ñom mom fi imagine I just went to buy something from him manyinen kay mo mun sileti manyinen ka foy mu fulaleti manyinen kay bota dame I just ask him nganyinen kay le lañin kawaso mu jolleti abe derina. That is how you know na banko becoming Gambia. Many ka fale ko tribalism tek bawo banko kam. It is very sad. Akonye ko ako o mano nyiye wo mem lafta kan nakumo fay. Akoy ko man ma alim ma ko sirwa kan to. Akoy ko man ma de galum man ma understand lum wa way bay ko. Kin dengen fok mi ñoo mom fi. Billahi yolo fo sirwa kan to. Akonye ko mo ki bugut wax si wolof. Man tamen de buguma wax si ngamirango imagine how crazy this guy is. Then ite mu business latin nate ya melo e mallo because of na mandin ka kan you became so crazy nga kiwo nyin jube nga jeleta ngan ko din tata. Imagine Gambia banko kan. So many ka fale ko tribalism to banko kan. You see the people who are condemning people to talk about the tribalism, they are the very tribalists. Ikafwe ko ha man suma ya Essa sosela ni fem ikafwe suma ya sosela man suma jaribate sosela sa man suma sister yep nko ila ibama ke sosete Adama Barrow bama mu fulole afamu mandin koti who is tribalist than Adama Barrow? No one. So, but the Gambia, they are comfortable with the people who are practicing tribalism, but they are not comfortable with the people who are exposing those tribalists, who are talking the problem about that, about the society. We have problem with the people who are talking about the issues that are affecting us. Say, ninga bataroje society kono. Comme lamil kinde ni lamil di kinde bade bu kola mo. Ya scam le. Ya scam. Afo ene bade bu kol kono di ada bade maje dole ake fanana. Ika fo ko tribalism de Gambia. Ñun yep benna Gambia ñoko boka. Gambia ño benna bay ño. But imagine 2021 bili UDP boyta. When many ka fo Gambia ñun yep ñoko boka. Ikeje ba celebrate ke ka fo ko santa la ka fo ñoy ko alhamdulillah bur sose amul fi. Na Adam Baroto. You see how confused the people are. But the stupidity, you know, njola politiko kono, like ikafunde Essa Jawla, I'm ignorant. Yes, I'm ignorant. I'm very ignorant. You see, they hate Essa Jawla. Because some call me tribalist. Boy, for me tribalist solity. You see, I don't hate people because they don't speak Mandinka. I'm a Mandinka. I understand Wolof. If you speak Wolof, I understand, but I cannot speak it well. Because the area where I came from, Basse, there is no single Wolof village there. How do you expect me, as a Bolonkononka from URR Sandu district, where we don't have a single Wolof village there, to speak Wolof? Should I speak it automatically? I came to Combo when I was 12 to 13 years. Right? So how do you expect me to speak Wolof? Likewise, someone in Banjul. Momembe Banjul. Awuluta Gere. You have Mandinkas in Banjul. But you have people, many aloke Awuluta Banjul, they cannot speak a word of God. But we are so people are proud. You will see, ikamojele Gambia kono, aman surwa kamwe, they don't see that a problem. Aman Mandinka kamwe, they don't see that as a problem. But if you cannot speak English, they see that as a problem. That is how stupid we are becoming, our society. You see, Nadi Adam Barrow be comfortably. Adam Barrow know what he is doing. Adam Barrow, his father is Mandinka. Momo kale ko Adam Barrow, because I personally nga Adam Barrow la family lonne ko ngambulu babulo lo nyame. Ko afa Mandinka ding per Barrow. Because Adam Barrow, boy, it can say doti. Okay, bari umen akafo nyam fato mabaka lifa la biti kuda bata chadla. Ite alo nen kame kafa madi Barrow keba besendi unyi. Afa aning Adam Barrow fama. Imaje wata kata siri baka lifa la kandiwa. Pabi nyimbe steering talindi ne imaje watu mani sunguti ni dole kanda fa akafo nyako mbenyi ndiletela. Malo fela mani ama. Akafo nyam fato ma. Wo pabi me kafa madi Barrow anim Barrow fa. Wo fama anim Barrow fama bakile fakile. Bari wo madi Barrow wo wulutan della saate wala to. Wol fama anim Barrow fama bakile fakile. Say many kafa ko Barrow mu fulol tibe fani yalla. Katun Qur'ano fan kono hana manke Qur'ano to dunia dawda. Adamadi famu menti. 75% of the din a yellow kabo jomale bala wol mu fa balati. Akono maya jomale kaduni. Kono maya la bata. Wole yatin ko hani Qur'ano kono alaban fa ba dambang appoint je. Anide akoyne ko وَإِوْلُولَا فُلُولِ وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِلَا وُلُولَا فُلُولِ يَبُو يَنِي نَيْمَا أَمَا فَيْ يَنِي بَامَدِ أَمَا فَيْ يَنِي فَامَدِ أَقُولِ وَالِدَيْنِ إِلَا وُلُولَا فُلُولِ إِبَانِي فَا إِنْيَنْتَنِي أَمَنْ دَوُ فَوْنَا كُويكو فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ هَنِي كَافُوِ إِمَنْيَا نَاكِلَ إِلَا وُلُولَا. But why do you think that Adam Barrow is so comfortable with the people who are insulting his father's tribe? Adama Barrow is not tribalist, but Adama Barrow is practicing tribalism because the tribalism will keep him staying in that power. He's using tribalism as his advantage because he don't have respect for his parents. Natare Adama Barrow ya fa bunya. Moli be Adama Barrow fa te fa mu menti. Aketa tubabula karatiba, aketa arabula karatiba, dina wo dina sontale ko. Dina wo dina sontale ko. 75% of duna yellow kabo fale bala. Wala kina hanina ni afro dindun men be jang. Ni famu africano te ka ne ko mu half africano let. And that is the fact. But why do you think that Adama Barrow is more comfortable? And then in other side you can blame his mother. Because Najuma Jallo afututa manding kole. Why will someone insult Najuma Jallo K? Ayo mari bulage wol kanate afoina ate diun ate diun fama mol menio la siol neni bulata wola wo somo kata ya ni kanata lota. That is the truth. So you know Africa na leaders all they know they fail. Na leaders all they know that they cannot do it. But only thing can maintain them into the power. Wolamuko using tribalism, divided and rule. Likewise, what Fir'auna was doing before. Walakin ala ko Qur'ano kono inna Fir'auna yaj'ala ahliha ja'ala ahliha siya'a. Za'ala ahliha siya'a yastada'ifa ta'ifatu minhum. Fir'auna me yalonko ala mantolu aye divided pruning kamalako yastadaif so that he can weaken the others. That's exactly what Adama Barrow is doing. And if alay mune lala woka innahu kana fil arda mufsidina. Aketa banko kan tinyar lalde ye divide ye momo je divided and rule la wo manna ka banko dada nata ka tinyale because ibe mo men marakan yolta ye dundi nyola ye kam fandi nyokam today kam wolje kam mandin kol neni inen mandin ko form problem so nyol dunyi social media you see the kind of insult people are raining. Some of the people I even dolbe de ngela comment like Uncle Peter astaghfirullah Peter cannot be my uncle. I don't even want to talk about his issue. You can see that how angry those people are. Because near Peter Lakumola Moy, he was so disrespectful to the Mandinkas. And the Momo Kafwe ko Peter Mantar Mandin Kolma, you are just lying. We just want to let it go. Bao Adamadin ni karanta etenyanta Adamadin hakilo le sotola. Walakin alako. Walakad zarra'ana li jahannama كثيرا من الجن والإنس لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها على كونغا جهنم بارندي جنول نين ادمادون لي جنول نين ادمادين جمالو men yalon ko sondomol bela nga hakilol dila bari la hakilol nyili they cannot use it into good uses ala kay jahannaba parandi wolle bara amanda wol fananna amanda wo fananna de jahannaba dam bannada ako mosi fali ulaika hum kal an'am wol kamdal ko bewni wol nim bewn lebe kanyande adama di membu ka fona sondomota ka use no abu kamiral kendo mirano because nim pita ko ate karantale I think he should be matured enough than that. Belittling the Manding Cascade, he don't even need them. That's what he's saying. Nico, ila succeed, you know, because you suspect that because of you don't speak their language. Who are you talking about? Because we hear you speaking Wolof. So if you say that you suspect that because of you don't speak their language, who you are talking about the Mandinkas indirectly. But the Nafikul Menyalonko, they want to satisfy people. Wala nante Essa Jawla mo buka ken na friendly because nte man kia adamadin na ni be nyaadi len be wala be ofen la le to nyaamu to nyaaleti and moten respect la moten disrespect la ngam found disrespect ni aje ko you are more wala nante sometimes I even ninga modol jube even jang even bali jang ate a Gambian wo found naturally bonya sometimes they will just look at you and then ye fan selenditi but ndanga di wo be yo baylo nge kondon wala mu inna fir'auna ala aymuna inna fir'auna ala fil arda wa ja'ala ahliha siya'a yastadaifa ta'ifatu minhum yujabbihuna abna'ahum wa yastahayuna nisa'ahum innahu kana fil arda innahu kana min al mufsidin ata fir'auna kita tinyar lale ta tinyar lale kon divided and rule fir'auna jikolo moti. And that is the fact. So this is how until labanko be tamandi kawole. Adama Barrow is divided and rule. And then the banko men ko atelu kalmu majority Muslim wole. Sometimes wala kana Gambian wala la Muslim akande jakalle. You see this Adama Barrow is doing more damage, not only financially, not only economically, not only corruption. But abenna adamadi yale na senior neighborhoods abe tinyaro menke kanye because he kamol gebe kamfari nyokama. You know poverty is very dangerous. Nyaje ala ko mole ko anu surtula fuarol ye fuara yaje is very dangerous. Fuaro ni me ke kunyen dunia kono eden dunia bata eden alkiyama jahannaba. Kado nyaje alay dandarla ro ke fuaro la konye ko ako atel adamadun ye atel fuarol ata abediamu kawala naje alako la taqtulu awladakum min qasyatin imlaqin nahnu narjukukum wa iyyakum inna katalan kana qita'an kabira akadiamu jomalle katu nako min qasyatin imlaqin wala mu fuara yala silanya kama al kanali diuni fa fuara yala silanya kama alakadiamu fuaro lejan. And that exactly what is happening in the Gambia. You are compromising the future of your children because of 1 gallon of oil. Moena so mani boto la wi baro afila mani boto din tella jang ita de yela berke so diala idin ye sasa ita lepta noto ordinary boro me yalo kanyante di jara la e ma wono soto no idin ye fay kafo ala le kititala no ala man kitala because ala ko inna makanna fil ard lahu atayna kullu shay'in sababa fa'atiba'u shababa fo fembe nyin dunya kono nga sababo le kala wotal bula wo sababo noma Gambia no believe tamenna yalla nen basi lohe yalla rek yalla moko yalla mo mburle yalla mo defni rek kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya konkon kele dula fo ya nyu kate abe dino kelola ite bulola nyoka enya be tinyarola ifonti kuto teno mento ika fali ngadi alal ika ala jomale bat alay adamadul natindile naja konya ko la tusilu fil arda al kana ke banko tinyalal anda al fonction dal la kitabol ko kila atelle afaral ko kila ko ne bataroje society ko na kele bulol ni bulotanu la ya kele dala ni datanu la ya kele sonno mo ko na ko huwa adi afal iman wala bul iman ya be la fruta ka koje yemen ko ya ko nge sonno mo ko no andu isa bayno dalal. But today ninku kapunta gam ikate kafal because ni aje fam moli kallo kafo ko ntete ala sosola jahiliya lamu ignorance wala bekeri bawo ne molo da ko ha ni president Barrow soso ye alale soso wala mo kan lo ya kafo ko tel nabi mole entel yamar kabula mansal noma ko anyon kuma tilim balo te keri anyon kuma tilim balo ate keri ala koyte ana madi ya ta'awanu ala albirri wa taqwa wala ta'awanu ala al-ismi wal udwan wa ma'siyati rasul ali nyoma koy ku kendol kan ali nyo semben tuya ku kendol kan ali nyo semben tuya ala nya silon kan badal kana nyo semben tuya ku kurun man sabe sunya rola abe molla na flo tinyala al kanna lo al kafo mole ko al kanna lo al kafo mole ko ha ntel be alale noma alale ntel yamar kabula karnom andu qur'ano ko yenne ni tata suratul luqman akoyenne ko tabi'u shabila man anaba ilayya albula mo la silono ma men ke fans me ya fansante alama mo me ya fansay alama ala ko yebula wala noma bare amanke ko mo men be ala sosola ala ya fa yebula wonoma walakin sita mo le ka fontel bu kamansa soso bare man sa sital kukuruna man sa sitar molla na floti nya kay be man sa fasaka faya mala ko yete ta soto laje bawo ala ya wolfo yawman la tuziru waziratu wizra al ukhra al kiyama loluna momo ibarata men nambe jola wala karle mbula nyina woteje karle kondia niaje nganyinke karle akena ko ngake woteje wo kariye wo yamar kuru menke alabo police la wala bari ala ta fula ko niaje ite fane nyinke karle bulala hanide woteje de so Gambia e kam mo jele ko ite dinwe jiabe bul korda kono ay ibra dinding ya karandi yekuwo be kay fa jita karamuda man do ku soto mol be je dinke saba dinke nan dimusol mendi woni jita karamuda be siri bul kordal ko man sama do ko dino la ibe buladi wo man sa kilu noma ini diwni ila family be hantel bu kaman sa soso itata leptano te man bortal je ila mo faada ko alal kitital ala dun ko ne ko inna makanna fil ardi lahu atina kulli shay'in shababa fo fembe nyin dunya ko nga sababu le kala bulawo sababu no atel kalte bulala wo sababol noma Gambia nyim problem o men bebe je Adama Barrow yalon ne ko tribalism ne be Gambia ko fulol man la fi mandin ko la fulo dol beje be kamfare mandin ko kama without no reason mandin ko dol beje be kamfare fulol kama without no reason bar intel men kata kamfare nyo kama tabanjul leptano to be fulo tarlaje ebe surwa tarlaje ebe sio be tarlaje be torari wo leptano kono wo leptano kono jomal le kata jatel fuarol ite fula fuaro ite mandin ka fuaro ite surwa fuaro ite fuar wala tinande ko kilin hanina yudi pin kol nga wala foye because Adamadi do not compromise. Iduna samana because of for the love of one individual. Karna yudi pin ko dol kaninam nin kar be jente fanante nin kar lebe kala walla betinya nin karte woto atakela ala kanan na kanu futande moye woto because ite lafta wo kari menna whether ya like a man left by man lafalaba one day or the other that car will gone ite men fon be diamre betal bari be diwle to kanjal Adama diwdu ni fata ila baro be kunta fo bada saba o bada sabol kono yes na oncle Umar Fati Haidara nge kondo o bada sabol kono al walad salihah dinkendo bari be dinkendo tuno le koma nyaadile ye system kurun tu koma because system o nin banko kole yata fuara ya nyin tribalism men bebe Gambia fuara yalo tubabol biri tata ye do ko create imaje hani tata inata tubab du jando men yalo ko man tat do kula man tat dato most of those are the people men yalo ko they are racist they are fighting against but when you niajube fentiol compagnie tiol wala lun town appreciate le because munam lun town le bol la compagnie sambaka man say lun town man sa kunda jama beje am lunta banku diul la ko le ke puska ko dol ke baro man sa kunda yalo ne ko lun town be contribution o men ke la banko ka when you come in term of economic and the job creation so but you see when the useless people they will go to the street. Yeah, we don't want foreigners here. Let all the foreigners left. And when those foreigners left, the people who are working in their old care systems, you know, old care homes, the hospitals, the construction works, most of them are, you know, most of them are migrants. Right? So that is exactly what is happening in the Gambia. The poverty creating unnecessary hate, poverty creating unnecessary tribalism. When all the tribes in that country are suffering, we all have one common enemy, that is the government. Because neither the full society kono, full la sati ul beje be kumbo kan jikuola, mandingol la sati ul beje be kumbo kan jikuola. Bare atel be meli fasa kam si kuya la karimu fulole talinga fasa karimu mandin ko talinga fasa alta wala family to wal diuni Ibrahima Silla diun kata da me de membe Ibrahima Silla fasa le te diunti tawot Adama Barrow abama sa ta janne aya samba trukai la tata jara ite memba fola ko be fala Adama Barrow en ite memba fo kan ko be fala Adama Barrow en ite be diun samba no la trukai Adam Barrow ya bama ci kajar kata Senegal kata 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 3.6 million itela life mu ko la entire life la family mu mo be alla kordala luwanin sante mal nana 1 million francs soto ngelle be borka Adam Barrow no they make us poor and they create unnecessary hatred non to an ignorance because muneketa e malla fi moli awaya yalon jan niaje kodo beje man sabu ka keno mola momo bela do kola man sa ke ma ke te bela do kola and then here man sabu ka interferano ka fo karben tele support ka abay do ka karbe opposition ta abay do kola that's a stupidity banko di bele kanya da banko la fon bara til men be nyaton kayal bu kemira ku kilin e be nyim position to be falale wallahi sayate bayla muk yaje be nyim position men te be kibir lala e ba fulan telte sonna nyinna nim men fundi dambe ko men kelela e be jikiri wo polisol ni wo sojarul men lanko e be munen wala الظالمون في قمرة الموت والملائكة باسطوا أيديهم sayab jala yiri be dunne la buna ila sojarol be talla lorum bundala ila security be talla je abe dunne te bola kalam ibe munen wala je nin duniya mu hakiltu sulati ibe kuwo kuto modol le be je jannite benala walakin ala koy ko shiru fil ard fanzuru kayfa kana akibata alladina min qablihim ala le hakilo murundi molu kan jannatel bena modol le be jang wala ke yatalti ye fewn sotalti bari la bawni keta nyaadile ye baro men ke nali aka kende mato albe ku kendo le so ba nali ya fada kuruma fananke ngo manta fulul halaki nyame mbal fanan halaki la wonyal adam baro kulu have learned from ya jambes mistakes imaja ka afo ko ha ninte bota nyim man sayala han na patio be falale you see we all here togola president ako julo man tar president sira on kanibe mutala ke sitala. And all those, member for many ko ha sija ako his legacy is more important for him, and he is not a Muslim. Walakin onko Muslim will shoot la Gambia alinga na character jube ba. Bao follow. Wayo menketen ako ama left ala third term because his legacy is more important for him than running for the presidency for life. But be kamul jele ke kamul hadan Adam Barrow for life because unnecessary hate. Man sakunda ka fu banku dim do la kar ñol mu jawolati kar ñol mu banko jawolati jomal lem banko jawote buni je rahimahullah ay ñum fula ko banko jawo man tambi mola may yalon ka lafta ka balu kendo ke barakate do ko kala bar wala siata politicien non kono bi ni tata ñim man sakunda la sopota sol ñil dol beje be wuru kay ko yete do ko kala anu hanina bi mola ala ko ne ko ya ayyuhar rusul atan nabiyyu mola qulu min taybatin qulu min at-taybatin al domoro ke fewni la meni be seneyade al halalola halal tayyiban wa amalu saliha ale bara kendola nabiyo moltide wol manta moya ka campaign ala le choose keke nabiyo molti bar hanul fon akoyenne ko al do ko bari ite ko ibe balula ite do ko kela ibe kela nafi ko leti ibe kela faniya folaleti pour yebalu kendo sotono ibe kela nafi ko leti mol ni man satema bi nyaabole la gambe banko ka ike nyaatiri nyom banku diuna hambe ko men kela lebe jikiri wandi diun leka wala tinatel polisol al kanake toleti e ka nyim men faale ko ka faale ko ha commander in chief you are only you are only acting I don't know, based on command. You must be a foolish person. Katu membe command la. Alikiyama lolu na bofan command la. Ando ala kwene yoman la tijiru waziratul wijra al-ukhra. Alikiyama lolu na I'm not going to hell anybody accountable for another man deed. So anything you are doing, you will be held responsible for it. Whether President Barole ya maralaba, wala domale ya maralaba, ala ya bukafo ala ko ha yente jamar nyinnale. What again? So wala chinna kake security, use your brain. You are not animals. But African securities, our leaders take them as animals. African securities are treated like animals because they are acting like animals. They cannot use their own sense, but they are working or their sense ila sense is dictated by someone else, and that is very sad. I'm a police. Yeah, I only act based on command. Are they the God? It as a Muslims, you don't know what is good, what is bad. anything against your religion, when they ask you to go and beat your fellow country citizen based on no reason, just to satisfy one individual, along with individual in the day of judgment, at a risk you know. At a risk you know, Jamal Atodun, this guy, something Kedaiko, you want, am I ready for debate? If you want, you can join. Just join. You are welcome to join. If you want to join. You know? For Lamil Eke Talamba. If you want to join, you are welcome to join. So, Adam Barona Lamulu, Ebe Banko Sambaka travelers in the because a bad leader Kurung, Ibuka Lafi, Ebe many marakaye ke killinti. Because no liketa killinti rek, wamutela downfall it. But they will keep dividing the citizen, so that they can continue with their corruption. Wala kina eka fuaroje, me yalonko, abuka da somo soto, abuka konton soto, akafwe ko Adam Barrow isiato stay. Eka moje eka fay ko ye million le sunya jana akafe ko manje tonyati atara kate fama diuna karamujo soto no. A small country like Gambia, over 3, we are not even reached to the 3 million population. Nte keno la kilinti because of leadership. Adam Barrow akata I full belief in the commanding call man la fila. Yaje abe mune keka abe siol abe manding call ni siol bedun di kanyoga. But Atemaloko is not going to be a president for life. And any other president come, this country it will be very, very difficult to Kamuli unite again. Because unnecessary hate me yaloko ya creating tema. Ndela nyafano ni sign them. Nde wuluta sate omento. Nimfulo lebe sirinje. We never had problem with them. And nene mamo e Gambia kono say flak sate karta ta sapi mandinka sate karleka. Wala mandinka sate karta ta sapi flak. Nene mam problem soto. Why all of suddenly all this unnecessary hatred between us? Some are there insulting UDP. They are mandinkas. They are this mandinka tribalists. Children. Alal diuni kulu. Misilmeya ni miketa misilimoti ila sondomo nyanta yelelale siman fisiya sit ala ya kwendi male inna kalakinakum zakara wal unsa waja'alnakum shu'uba wa qaba'ila lita'rifu ala kale ko inna akramakum indallahi atqakum albemo kendon te ala ya men silantante ila ke jolati bang ni man silang ala la joya ya man fenna fa ala nyakot ila ke mandin koti ba ni man silang ala la mandin kaya me nafa fenna mandin kaya nin surwaya ne amanke fenti na manke ala kawa kuolet janibe tintin na mandin kaya ka tintin ala nya silanka bar bi Adam Barrow na la mulu ndessane mislimul mofin ajube njube ba na banku nding bar man kayro sotonoje moli kallo e ka fay ko kayro men be nyim banko ka bari ite amra kayro be tarno la banko kan nyaadile atel kabo kayra banko kal diwni kabo kayra banko kay kata banko kan fitino be damento pour ka tambe kanatu babdu al talibia le Gambia din jolle be jet wonde a telling you that kayro men be Gambia telte sonna mo yatinya kayro be jele ite mansa kunda do kulale katu muneketa ebe fuaro la kodo taka ka yusa diate nyamento Naje Ibrahima Silla nyole ndesad tole wala mateti Ibrahima Silla tole ba man adama di tole oje yalo most of Barola ni minister is sondo mol manfuta because they are not thinking that they are not thinking about one day they are going to leave this position hanna taral fata nyim position to lal diun lebeje you are going to make life difficult for your children tomorrow and Adam Barrow fa nyanta kala ko kono le remember ya jame Aya Jambe watle because ya Jambe diunte Gambia bi. But Adam Barrow ite badi un lesoto Gambia kon. Many kafwe ko you are here to stay. Lam ekeda join. But nge adi join. Many kafo Adam Barrow ko ejanta scale. Emantari Adam Barrow Wallahi billahi tallahi imantar Adam Barrow they don't even like Adam lamil eketa be nyinin kan meje bari ni la safane sing adnole Sorry, no, me fenne jube kam. No, me jang. Atra ke art, body mantra na fion kol kono. Anyway, ni after I sing art no le no. So, many ka for Adam Barrow ko. The left eye itele be kila na candidate of the diakuya. Because it'll be position leto. Ibe nafa kangela. But Adamadi umeye hakilo soto. I grateful ta. Inyanda ke mire la family fanan nale. Bari ni benta family fanan fe men yalon ko. Ete membe nyato ila ko man kumaye buke yamar ko lela interest be dawda ite kete yamar wala. But Adam Barrow kana so ya jambe la ko kela. Ya jambe muite kitabo le kitabo me yalon ko nyanta karannala. Jawara tala almunne man kafra kela anyanta kele kitabo le Gambia diune bo nyama ngo mollo ta jande ko jawara ko banko Gambia jawara tan alakana kenyala. Jawara biri ya kudeta wolde dol kita mo fololti jompita ya jambe noma. Iman Gambia diun long. Gambia diun nabe na fa soto ke bala. Anene buka ku kendo foye. Anene te ku kuyandi lebulu. Ila masi bobe kuo kuto. Natana atela na fa lebe jate fatandi lama. Adam Barrow be careful. Gambia diun ne bo nyama. Yaje aliyamira ko you are now protected. Aliyamira ko al protectale. Alman protected. Because albe menkeka is the worst. Wole mukoka ajamala na float tinya adiata le nyamenna. Because aliyamira ko symbole bala adu sembetalla. Aliyamira ko al protectal al dulman protect. Allah is the best protector. Ando alaman la fitonyendir lalla. Alabuka tonyendir la protect. Ngos Gaddafi adamadi unyake ku ikafa kunede. Gaddafi sanji tanna na be marlola af alabang kita nyadile. Ajuba fata saya menna. Gaddafi sa fata nyadile. Adam Barrow karang. All the West African, surtout na English colonial countries, they all have time limit. Edam bane be balandinje tag. I don't know how you even feel comfortable with those people who are President Nini Besiri. Ninam President me alon Canada Sanji Sabala fila be balandinje. Adamadi we foi grateful. Gambia na flow membebe kasara kan. Gambia di unenali malu al simfulola. For example, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒆𝒔 la case jube. Turkila nyin compagnie me yalon ko na porobe wala bulu Gambia di un la palaso lebe yenna resources le tika kadi Turkish compagnie la. Today they terminate intending cakes na fionte kisi niate hanisila kilim. But I value my citizenship than anything. And I will defend the Gambians regardless of their political affiliation against any nonsense foreign intimidation in our own country. And I think all the Gambians will come out and condemn that. Because you not dare to do that in Turkey. No foreign company will do that. How can you terminate Gambian citizens' contract? Because he take a part or he took a part in demonstration, a protest that have nothing to do with the foreign company. But today we all keep quiet. Yeta mo la banko ka ye enslave. Yene fona banko ka ni la government kala nyoka. Because it is like this 𝒂𝒊𝒏 me yalon ko Gambian seaport be marli telebulu. They are now interfering into the Gambian internal matter because these protests have nothing to do with 𝒂𝒊𝒏. Why will they terminate 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 contract because of he participates in a protest which have nothing to do with this company? Because there are some government officials Alemanya Mansakundalo. Mansakunda kurung nebe siring al mamello. Bare atilu menialon kalbenyi Mansakunda support ka. Wallahi bataro niya fasa alabang akala be fono koto. Because nyile keks la contrat ko terminate. Ima terminate fenkan ko kaman sekunda le criticize. Who are these al-Barak? You are not Gambian. You are not, you are not working in the government. You consign the contract with the government, which is private. You have nothing to do with our country internal affairs. But you are threatening our citizens for taking part, their God-given right, their citizenship right in their own country. This nonsense will happen only in Africa. No company dare to do this in Turkey. No company dare to do that in Germany here. Okay, because they see us as animals. They have no respect for us in their country. They can go to Gambia and start disrespecting us there as like if we are their slaves. Turkish company, al-Barak. Me yalon ko wolle martana porol. Ite ni keksane contract ko. Ite na wala contract ko terminate. Iko because wo tata ala banko. Ite manke wo banko diunti. Imagine wo mansa kunda do kola. Ini mansa kunda contract ko. Why do you terminate his contract? Because of participating in his country's protest against the corruption. Gambiano alimanyi mansa kundalo. Adama barola mansa kunda nyo mansa kunda kurute Gambia kon. Parinde sane. Ye fulol ta ye kam fandi mandin kol kama. Ye mandin kol ta ye kam fandi fulol kama. Ye sarakulol ta ye kam fandi mandin kol kama. Ndambawni be sonkala. Ebe bisiring. Ebe nana fulol ta la ba sunya la diate nyamen. Nintel sasa da ite fulo ite mandin ko me yen kam fandi nyo kama. Mbe kata be leftane kilon do ngal lala ran kilon do. We are all facing the same suffering. Can't we use our brains? We are humans. Bari misili menafikia isilo yafo eko ha anyaton ko bunya talad ala jomale ala ko jomale karima nyana bunya birin ala ko timbo men nako wala kadi kharrabuna bani adama nga adama di bunya la abantale amam president fojang amam mo foja ko le humanity bari sina ha man say bukanyum fay ala man injustice alamu man salta fanko alayhishallahu bi ahkamil hakimin fonte la manket kiti lal beto kiti la tilindi utiba bari sina yafo ha man sam bunya talte alay adama di fangone bunya adama di te keri memmanya na bunya la alama injustice ala ta fala kare ni te kuriya ke mo manya mol si diamala bari den kariya ke mo manya na diamula misili mo lew nafiki adundi ifon ko ne kala alaka Sariana ta mafu kari na biyo mu kari date je saibe kari te date je nyim banko amanke kontol membe diamu kan ntol lafta fenne la je wallahi billahi tallahi mansula fenna Gambia dol bulu bare na banko lum mbada kun julole be sare rinje ninga do go ke janga dumandi o men soto mfo na do balwo kola ka borije nka ki min tolen ka ngani min tolen na banko ka ni mo kuntawn men yalon ko alla na mo le kejo alla na mo le ka kurtol sange alla na mo le kayla sansol sang alla na mo le ka kobe ke kallo ka faale ko nyin diaspora ko mu fitinan tulete e be fani yale fo kali nin diaspora to no Gambia di tombi fitino wulta Gambia kono al tulo bala million be bulondala al bukadiya mu wala yal dambawon bisindi. It's a shame. Ninga Adama Barrow mo aka diamu ha West Coast be norinne ha KMC nduntaje ne domoro fondi mo la ta domola. He forget about URR, whereby you have a 100% NPP local government. That's how hypocrite Adam Barrow and his government are. They are all hypocrites. Either you talk about the KMC, iko KMC be norinne. KMC kama ko komenko kansulite wotol bari ite fango boda basse damento kansulol be NPP doyla kansul kilene be kon chairmano NPP alla dibitol be NPP only one MP doy the entire URR. But go to the URR, go there and see their hospitals, go there and see their market, the condition they are in the condition of their market. if that president me yalonko ala kansulol be manza ala chairmano basela chairmano Adama Barrow man kututeno kawol makoyno Adama Barrow man fenkeno kawol makoyno wodula be nori bukela staffol fon jono ite kanna diamu modo la men yalonko afuta nyawnya ye turokol sanno e fanil ite la kansulol fon men yalonko ila pati la kansulol sarito fon e ma sanno yalo e jutu tandale bari be tama kanye nafiki yalela wala tina mweni kafwa local government fail tale fengol ketati nanko local government na ila corruption o bang central government na corruption o bang abe central government na corruption because local government is under the central government. That's why you have local government minister who is sitting in the cabinet representing the local government. And all this blunder, kodo men be tinyata, councilor kono joman le ya tinya. Is it not the CEOs? Chief Executive Officers. And those Chief Executive Officers are not appointed by the mayor, are not appointed by chairmen, but appointed by the central government, the Minister of Local Government. So if those people blunder the money, why will you have to blame the mayor? Because in the Local Government Act, President Manson na will falling na, and all will malafai falling because they want to interfere the local government jobs. Local government na do ko say banko diune bero tika yadi yangsila yadi talibelela yadi rohilela ima yete la candidate oje as government central government ye la candidate oje la parti la candidate oje yoli bali yadi nyindon bare hani say yete ko wala nafulo nyanta taman la nyame men nyanta marle la nafulo ite president hani say yete le bolu fengel ite dun nolte ko kelen. Are you not sabotaging those council? You are sabotaging them. That's why birin jonganyol nata birin yankuba nata chairman yanks nata I cannot start jongala Adama Barrow le polisol ki sojarol paral kata tia gas fay yanks na la molka ke arrest jomalle momen yalo ko be west coast la na floti nyaka wallahi billahi tallahi ni Adama Barrow na la mansa kunda manke mo kuruniti bi fo jonganyol nyanda tala taxpayer sol la ko do receive la as salary the same time amoleke sede Martin la. He is the one who protects the thieves. Gambia is the only country where the government will send our securities. Taxpayers security manager. Kata security threaten. Ka banku duni bute. Ke tear gas in the protect of the thieves. From Majija. Said Martin la case. It had Adama Barrow le corruption otaka endorse Gambia kon. Adama Barrow le corruption otaka legalize Gambia kon. The same Adama Barrow wole kana lo akafo KMC and then yalo muleketa because Adama Barrow na la mansa kunda man respect soto Gambia diune because yalo neko aljama beje alman local government na assollo alman local government in central government la do kollo e ka fole tolol lamu e man futa ila kol man kubonde nyota la ngata nga faniya foyi ni Adama Barrow kale ko KMC man sen ala nyininka e nyanta subvention men dilale ka dilale Katu ngamira ko local government act le ofo ko every area council government should give them 25% of the subvention of their collected revenue. That's meaning ni wes ko se dala si kemele collect sankon Adama Barrow nyanta dala si mwani lulo le lalaka bada faka kele ba aye banga ke ite bukela do ko ke itela responsibility momenti wo councilol ka ite ma woke ma kutute ye bangala loi ya fay ko ite loi respect la ite na order city so de ke nyati wo Gambia diun la yelo e nyati na ka fay ko alla councilol man ta do ko la. Is that a respect? But Adam Barrow na la mul beten they are depending on lies, they are depending on because muneketa konante ya membe ndamba on tema. Some people they prefer Adama Barrow be tinyaro men na continue like itel kamda ko abe UDP la na fulo le tinyaka foni nyim banko 5 ta UDP da man tora 120 billion julo men balla fay ko abe UDP ko lela e kada ko do don to nam banda Only stupid government official. Wala kallo banku di unyato. Ikafale oppositional tenin keno la. Ntel dambane sa keno. Itel be opposition yala. Kam natural al hakilol katama. Al wasta. Al nyante mira le fanye fonyili. Itel atabe opposition yala tamu mena. Kanyin keno la ba. Banyaje biya bake kamansa kunda la. Banku di la privilege le bebulu. Na namo ikole kane. Ikata kodo dontona Gambia tola yale. Ibukata dontona NPP tola yale. But Gambia, even our journalists fail us. Katun Adam Barola State of Nation addressing. Eka for sona lamba. Kata parliament ka addressing kejete. Adam Baroko. And Gambia journalists sometimes they are also disappointment. They are copy and pass nyolo it. Adam Baroko. I found out, I think I go over 300 million. Eka wole use to help the disabled, and then the people and the needy. That's mean moment below me kobe widow soul. Adam Baroko yo 300 million number for 3 million number yo take what disposal will let them. But who are these disabled? Did anybody know? Did we know even whether that morning they are giving to their NPP supporters as disabled? Moma fantora Kenyan kawala. You see, Gambia di kujamale benyi masa kudebe tilimbali yake kama Kenyan kala. Bao ni Adam Baroko itele kafuaro kodo over millions yole ta kafuaro mako men bulo me kobe every month ka wole salary le di wala. Jo male mo multi. Who know those people? Whom are they giving that money? Whether there is only NPP supporters, they are disposing that money between them? Nobody know. But we all seem to be, you know, mediamu kension landam bound benyo atagla, hey flol man la fintella, hey manding call man la fintella, ni manding call tribalist. But many man tribalist wol bal la na flota kay ba kasaraka. Albe men fasa ka wol bal diul la sama tinyaka. Albe men fasa kay man kutite no la leptanoto. Alikal nyaati limo la karnyol. Manding call ni tribalist. Ila tribalist na ila tribalist balia ay muna tinyal la jada kenda la karola na le man sa kendo so. Bare man sa kurun le kanyinke ke ila itel benyanta men marala ka wole dundi nyola pour itel simeno sembot bari wo mansa si fali man nata darola wol nata tinyarola and self enrichment wala tina Adam Baro hanate fambe diamula akatar comparing Gambia, a small country like Gambia, you are dividing that population. You cannot even unite those people. It is not a platform who can what. It is a supporter so you can't come fund lanyin doni kama. Like it come da ko ito ibukanyin dola na mo kani. It's a shamelessness. A government official. Akalo akafo karinyoli emanke mo kendolti nde sonna yenado likewise alfanyol al le la kodo inherited al badun ka banko la kokul isam da oppositional wala kodo sometimes yemo dol form moy e kalo na they are stupid ni diam da ha yalo oppositional for oppositional la cordal nde Essa Jawla mu oppositional na corda abe Gambia nka kodo ki Gambia nana mo be dun ka Gambia ite me yalo ko mo furi ma fenteti mo ela ni melo e kadoro so men fa dun mo la kodolam na mu jola la kodolam ite men kata si media be fania fola man sakunda tola ha yalo opposition liman la fini bankola opposition jolle la business so be Gambia ko de apendi tax ite barakanta on kata sirin media to be kulubali afola e man dar do ko fona e ka fa ha opposition e man la fini bankola e lafta nyim banko e tinyale atade ko ni wo banko tinyata me ite men fam bofula ayena famuna ame tora fen but opposition me kake mo kurun ala korda be dol be sanji joli be tubab duja ila every investment abo banko lek but because of molla kunimbalia ni afodore ka fole kar jol felenen do Gambiano because itanole mu tonyati opposition jolle mu kordal be bulu Gambia every month they are paying millions to the government but Gambiano la mentality niya fa kedi mi bar kunim balia Adam Baro la na mansa kundai ka kumo men fo ni minister sonde be futa balol because am minister korakirinta Ibrahima wo son asondo wala sonde mo futa be Ismaila Cissé wo ko fania fo abu kamalu adu yalo nafiko kila ko nafiko taman sere gandambe kere niaje adamade un nafiko lo ha adu Ismaila Cissé ba ila nyim ministre sul jama be je be yo taman serol sotol Gambia diwni Adama Barrow na la mansa kunda fitinan tul la muyti Adama Barrow na la mansa kunda telle neni rota ka start nyim banko kam biriye neni rota ya start sai siyol kallo Adama Barrow la platform oto amad jitele lota ko mandin ko la lafta munela mandin kadiw ay ministre sul konta ko nyil be mu ministre biate amad jite wala kenan kale ko al tonya fasade wallahi billahi tallahi tonya al bela mannan imaje biate amad jite kilum atele kata complain na balola ko atele lota ja ko mandin kadiw lafta jo ay ministre ko da ko be mandin ko sai mandin ko lafta mun fonde lafta ministre nyille moli neni kasi kulu baliyaka molbe kumbole la leptano la kola molbe kumbola education la kola molbe security la ko kumbol ne mandin ko be kada minister intel la muna be woto when we don't have a good health system, when we don't have good education system, our children are dying in the hospital, women are suffering. You are telling us karimu minister ala minister sa we Essa Jawla na famune mol lafta system mol be jam ka system wala ete kan ka individual la point car fol ben teleje wol jama fa be je hani bañu ni bu kema ko la musol e kata musu nyinu le la inside tik sol wala kela ko dobe because ko di barakanta e ka dum ku barakanta on kunna ni minister sol jama be je e kana e ka fo mole ko ha mandin ka minister jolle be je we don't care na diata le mandin ko beke je. But Niman the system of fixing walla. We are not talking about an individual. We are not talking about one particular tribe. Adam Barrow is using that. Alman Adam Barrow lo. Ayaje falaso palas fundira kadi fulolel. Pour nyin kamala manding kolun si complain. Yalong alinga karang. Yes. Nge kondo kegendo. Alinga karang yaje hani misilmeya kono misilmeya batu nga tarik ndim faliye. Nepotism is very dangerous. Yaje nepotism ay fitina bale dunde misilmol tema foyta tay dol tolay ka fay khawari al fofo khawari jolam yaje Abubakar Siddiq radiyallahu anhu birabe khalifa yala hana badi una koy ko hani mo yali so fenna bantal kana muta katu do bali so la fenna wotali so la bar nyaja bali so ka because of na leadership la influence them al kana muta is a corruption ayala badi una yaman ama badi masutun ta ka dundi position high position to birabe khalifa yala Umar nata alayhi salatu wassalam ay radiyallahu anhu Umar fana the same thing abadi uni ama yake palasito aka ala demba yale ni al fundita mo efendi alla bandala ko yale songala al kanamuta Usman bin Affan biranata ate yol bebole akala demba yale mo si isono isi sori fentano bantala aya accept why he was hanni ayatal Usman mo be yalo ne ko Usman bin Affan kelo menke dinol ay nafulo bondi dinola bar wo be nyaaw nyala wo ko nyin kamala they accuse him of corruption because ate ko ala dimbayal si gift mutano bantala asayta ko ke be yoje moli ko anu munenata ke Usman bin Affan atele Muawiya bin Abu Sufyan dimma kata ka appoint ka ke governor in Syria kadabula Egypt nyol la ma those days munenata ke people starting accusing him of nepotism. Abadi uni kusrum abadi masulun ayole ta keke high position onto. Mune na take Biriye Usman bin Affan assassinate. Wa Muawiya Usman bin Affan ne Muawiya ta kake commandati ila fi ala time ona. Mbadi wa Muawiya Biriye Usman bin Affan fa Ali atodo Ali ibn Abi Talib birana ta man sayala Usman bin Affan me yalon ka tele atodo Muawiya appoint o Muawiya le kelo wulindi Ali kama because Ali la man saya against because he feel that
aliu many Usman bin Affan assassinate aliu mantar amantar enough effort take up to bring those people to the justice. For example, wole be Gambia bi Adam Barrow nata he neglect the victims and the more many Usman bin Affan assassinate Usman bin Affan governor men appoint Muawiya bin Abu Sufyan aya feel ko Muawiya atodo Ali ibn Abu Talib mantar doing enough to bring those people to the justice. And what happened? And the war collapsed within the Muslim themselves. And how many Muslims have lost their life? Ye nyofa manke ko komi ko dino la karola. Ye nyofa nyatun kayaleka. Alinga fata injustice ni nepotism. Nepotism have a very bad root cause. Nal malo in the society. But this and the Adambaro ball. Akamuneke any position fulzaka fulon lekeje. Pruning kamala ko nimoli complaint ya afo maje manding call man lafan. And we all know banko mbele denta banko la palaso banko di umbe nyanta equal la. But he is doing that to provoke us. He is doing this so that nimmendiam daladro fulol saje ngafa ne manding call man lafin. Atana kontel nitil be ammanke nyo jawot. Kegendo, you are welcome.
Brother Essa, baraka bake yalong yo topic jamal ka chakam bari la topic ko kuma bara e wala sabu ngadunda do maninke ngi jansa do maninke because ako kuma bakel yin area lo men yalong ko sensitive da bari yalong nimme kacha wallahi inta balanu nyo kalama andum de
ngi kacha de ngi kacha mbe fulale
ngam ka kacha inta balanu nyo kalama to nyaabe tadla tanku kanne ndosonna ka to nyaafo
exactly
na data fambe da nyina ka sabu mun ka to nyaani pan yaani ke bondin no nyoko
abo kabo do nyoto ko tek
abo no nyoko no so aka kuma bakale ko mun ko kacha nya se tarala na ba kacha la se kacha nin nyaala ko ida ba kacha kan te nyamete ko kono yagele balu kono ku kile ne biye mun ko boto kuma ta bakal imanya naka boy molukan bari manya na ke fongo fananta ke fongo jindi moliye nyinka
moliye that's it yeah
bari manya na ka moldo ya e ko ni ba nyama mol kata no le kayro kono Senegal ni ajibe wala sabu na sunni kundal ni muridu kundalu ka ke
even problem soto they have no problem wallahi
problem so de muridolu e manjutu misil molla ye respect bari sunni kunda fana manjutu muridol la la kum dini ko mol yadin
woledi wallahi ala fa yolo fo
yo so wo kuma ya bata gele nimbe na fangol jibeka ibe dula kelim fo kan jang Gambia ndeka mfongo nyinin kambe na wati wo wati adama ka siolta katanda mal fay kan nyokan andu nyin nanata banda this is going to continue forever adama la wobe continue la bawo esa programme de adama buloko no abe molu mako ela menna programme ta buloko no abe Gambia sambala menna ise men use no wala mu tribal katti molu men yalon ko wol fana lafta wo sifa leta society nyin kono na Gambia la society nyin kono woli e bulafe yewo tribal katti ni play but ise fo nyin ka menna at the end of the day nyin 5 years o me yalon ka be tambita mu bagas lebe Gambia banko ka marché kono bank on na dulato bay kam foko monko menu ka NPP
yawa bror ke kendo e anga mai fen ko le so dai ko le so bror ke kendo ngama mole askeno mole akol no yeme fo wolam who laugh at the best ina mutonyat Adam Barrow is doing so many things abe nyil beke kana bror keke ne sa isi join no ko maybe askeno mole ekol abe nyim beke kana kamol kam fande bari alin kana song ayen kam fande alin kana song ayen kam fande alin ngam bangala par abe men ko to kan kam fande nyo kam e baaji la ko akani appointment ol men ke rek yes brother keke no yawel ko ngamay askeno ekol le so
wala mo nga ko la fonso yalla en badi ko la ñun maka mo ko fon ni bela
okay badi ko to kan
yes so bela esa be la men to fokande wala mo ñinti yagele ñaaton ko pour ka ñaaton ka kendo ka wasalak banko ka wokuma bata ndolla system be nyamen na system be nyamen ni mo kata nyaton koti sembo be akara kelu be abe kata tele bulokon so wodo mo kuma la baka de prunka mota me alon ko ay ala nyasi la on soto killing bawo ka molu dundi nyola sago fan jamano itele qur'ano long jamano ka wodundi nyola ka molla society ka wodundi nyola
amambe de
balal kono wobe junbe baba balal kono
junbe ba
dunya bal woni kono so fondol sitan hakilo la do gambia dingol politicians will always come with inila plan solo they may use la no pour cooking kamala itol mari will be succeed la nyame bari ndol menu be ko man ndol be succeed la nyame ndol be lambalu be nyala nyame wokake politician kendo da malla hamin pour ka jeko kawo dula nyim fananta bang hanni ayata nun ka ta ba fa son kun kilomita ka bari mo fana men ba koma banko molo e ka karandi qur'an la wala ndo bible la men la ko la wol fana nak wetara koma bang ay tara wo fana jibe ka gambia antol manyi ne soto banko nyin kan andu sai membi ye fonda mala seke kilimoti ngani si kuwol men yalon koy lafta ka dundin kono yakuma kilim fa diya mo kono jang me yalon ko gambia hanni ngantulo kasala nganya kasala ngantulo kundu wala ngandal karala bari wala be kana no tonya adama be molu fendi kan nyokane wala sabu nin fengo fennata rek ay siku woni dundige aya fo dala ama fo dala mol kalo ne membe kere
action ngi ka wonyade action speak louder than the words ka wonyade action speak louder than words
exactly so ni wondan ko mon ko ni inclusion woni jibe adama la masakunda ni ay jibe inclusion tiye bari wobe mun biye ka ke intentional kamala pour nyin kamala ko ka do kam fandi do kama ni wol manta ni hakko
wala ke gende iko yela volume la fa dumande
iko yela ngana volume malong ngamra ngani badu bunga spray me maten wala be na volume
go o bula de badu
yes wala sa me bankela me dina folo wala ngi debule la ka tawa dia ba ke ngana ke den distract ngana ko wala regle duma yama
okay thank you so much thank you
bro, thank you
okay so aliawe brother kekendo kanyim dula memfo Gambia dum benyanta because these politicians some of them they are very Gambia bring Adam Barrow nata bring Adam Barrow keta president alinyanta me understand na wolumuko people see Adam Barrow government as a struggling field. They are looking every opportunity because they know that Adam Barrow is not smart. They know that Adam Barrow does not take the corruption serious. So all they can do now, every Tom and Jerry be podlarek, be start like a siol attack. Last time be muso dola audio la mweka. Manding kola ali alfanke muneti, e kafa for fatu jalle kabe jedi sile. Ali alfanke muneti, ha manding kolu, atela alanin kang, ali bafula mole fulanding, ali bafula mole surwanding. When was that became a problem? Surwa account de kafule sose bundao, Paul bundao. Say that even became a problem. People try to even belittle our language so that a Kannada language paint as a bad language or Kannada language muta coming control mumo kuruleti. Amanke fentif because of Adam Barrow trying to conceal dundi nyola kankam fandi nyokama mbetan la batari banko bebe batari ndam bound be nyo kelendla itel be continue la corruption. Mona oncle ya welcome.
Essa nimbar.
Nimbar.
Ularo nyadi.
Ularo be jando alhamdulillah.
Yo nge konto bako ini lam kacalal lamoral aning kekendo.
Nge konto. Thank you.
Ela kacawa kumarin bato. Barman tabe balia men kedan toli nak nyanta kafla nyomol kaf nyomol han san kadiam mole mil ma understand. Sako siola karola fa ate mukule de men dangerous tabake.
Gambia som dal ako didangani social media jube
modol ka nindel la jannon
it's too sad.
Yeah, nindel la jannon ni sio fo jan ye moma sio la karola abe soronnal.
Yeah.
Ni moma dino la karola ja abe soronnal. Yo bandella banko ke ko le teje mo ke baba me ya lon ka experience da ka lo aka sio fofo aka sio barama aka nen aka doya aka ala fon doya.
Yeah, because they know the leadership.
Leadership. Yeah. Me yo be sababu leadership le mbaro wol inata itel lada menna e fe ko ni man tra mol la taxpayer so lokko do te balula.
Exactly.
So what taxpayer so lokodo ni sa etel fe ko etel nyanta barakala wol etel nyanta balula wol e ka opportunity ta sa e ba mol use la mun la wolon si ko de atara wo siol nyil ale entel nat nan wo mu kantol ke siol di wo mu ala la kawa ko
abanta
so coming ala e men fo inna fi khalqis samawati wal ard واختلاف الليل والنهار واختلاف ألسنتكم وألوانكم إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون ha bari yalan sai maje sai kubo la bandula ala men ko hakkilima yalla nyaton ha hakkilimal nyaton ko tombon manyan na kala kafo ko nyimmo atele batatan tuliya ben konole nyimmo atelo moti me yalon ko kodole babul nyaton ko tombon kumata bakale broda han ala anabala kilariya mul kilanan ake testing ku jama
dadi ko
ha asetex wulola han wulo fauna dandela annabi mol ko ne jumala jije men fa yalon ko feyalale ma
ani aman soto
okay mursalinol funal ko ne jumala jije bafla ni mari a fama mu feyalat
ani
okay bafla lo ko ila adol tamta nyame itel funal lo adol wollo mi tella adol ti wolo warandi ko melye jalambato ke ika jalambato munela ika jalambato ni ko mi itel funal ko ke salen downde membe do dan la alama
ila it wala mu ila believe team
okay yalla wal mo la believe bar hanwol tamanya be ni temale wo alfal temale ko fe bar sa ite na ski mol kundo wo alfal yete ko be ke te yete men ke no le fawé yete fan so no la men na mol le swala yete ke no la kuti mol le be ke la kuti yete tenke no le fawé fo mol le ko yete kana lo ko mol doya ke nen ke malundi amang ke sentifete la selfish interest ala ko ay hadama diwnu e dunia sawda da kawa ko ay banko da kawa ko la membe sawni banko te mol funal mu kawa ko ay ate ale ite balula ite membe baluri ite nyaton ko ala ko ye haklodu samuna dada nyato ye haklodu banko la dada nyato ani hadama ani suto ni tilola nyo falem ani hadama diwnu aye dada sioldi kolalti neunti mannin ko ni surwani jola saraklo ayenke sioldi nimu ala la kawa ko sawu mu kawa ko ti nyame ko banko mu kawa ko ti nyame ko dafen ko tew mu kawa ko ti nyame bar mo bukana tinyaroge fo muslimol marala molu lata menna e ko muslimole man e ko mo kendole man e kabbe tiatale wala kallo ala banko ka be maralola amman any decision tano wala a fon dandel akolle sitanan kenat nan ka palazo dil ni nyon corruption wota kere
ngo ni ajibe sorry to interrupt you ni ajenti hani
attack
ni aje hani attack ko man fan nan time we saka wonya bag you know why you know Gambia go banko ni hypocrite siataji na mandin kadi dolje I know what attack did is wrong I'm not I think people should understand mandari coming janka attack defend but my problem attack was not my problem because attack is too small na time we saka wala tina mahani ala ko nyum fa mahan pare kadiyaman but you know one thing na onkul mbemen fole na fikiyale bo banko kam mention bo warta because mune keda politiciano nyanta hakilotula
baka fa
politiciano la kumo ka jamfa surtout la ni keta nyaton kot yaje for me I see attack as a victim of politicians. Attack is a victim of the Adama Barrow and his NPP. I cannot victim to Nyadile by NPP and Adama Barrow because they planted this hatred within the heart of the Gambians. Adama Barrow le lota jang. Ako ni ko bota gam ni esruwa kan fo ko bota Senegal. Ni gola kan fo ko bota Casamance. Ni fula kan fo ko bota Guinea. Ako ni mandinga kan fo ko bota Gambia. What does that tell you? Is that manding kolu until mammo muta Gambian tinaman kem fonlete. Andu akane jawya ni nyitandi si kote la. Ba dem mo lota la jang al mamul besiri, al kanol besiri, pastol besiri. Al fa kote on besiri nja lota ay fulol kili, ay surwal kili, ay jolal kili ay manja kol kila koy ko alla dunu balbulu. Nali sonta UDP ganye da jang. Momo buka manding ka kan fa al bebe nyim banko bulala. So imagine al falle nyin kuma kanfo say society men ke la moytel la nyine mu molleti men yalo ko bol la telal. So didn't many duma they become victim of this world because munebe kena ibe men ke kamo ibe men planted ka wala muko ibe fair planted kamo la fenkol kono. So now keta do baje la ko sio men siata Gambia kono mo hani keta football lati ni felita and then ibe ila hakilo beta Adam Barrow men fo gina mutonya.
Exactly.
Ni keta sisianti ni felte hakilo beta muneka Adam Barrow men fo bandin ko la karola gina mutonya. And those people are now became a victim of Adam Barrow and his NPP. Wala tinanka for politician kana kumo for kafo mole ko just a political point. But anything that will make it, abe impact social society, a bad impact, you have to be very careful. Wala tinante Adam attack. But they were in support of Adam Barrow. They were in support of Ahmed Barrow at State House of Ako. As a state minister. So he even speak that word? So we waste our energy on the innocent people. Many are local. We know the root cause of those problems. But we won't call Tanga Bulokosi. Near be Moka Hani Gambia Konakala Kanya Tilisio Kennedy. Fofenke atodu Fatu Jawla, me yalo kaya fanke manding UDP supporter ka Jawla bene ni pruning kamalako ka purikada bero fatal be bensuda ya samba police wona fa police oli abula andi yela na fiya jele biri yen neni rota ya create say yemuneke ila NPP bitol say yemuneke porta kamuneke iko ni Adam Barrow baneni you ni Adam Barrow neni ye Adam Barrow baneni you commit a crime ni minister sol neni ye baneni ni isi kamfani ni neni you commit a crime. But you see, Imamul Banini, you don't commit crime. You see, politician, Kotoni Banini, you don't commit crime. You see how disrespectful these people are. Italiamina ko, more until Banuli don't tell you. Mbama Musoli Tongue, Blocos, Lay Tilocono. But it could be more soul, no problem. More sin telefalin, no problem. More siloya da Banini, Halifax and La Banini, is in the Imamuratable Banini, no problem. But near you commit a crime. They Adam Barrow banning, you commit a crime. So Nili Kabuna Yidan Tolula. And when you manke fula kuti, a manke mandinka kuti, like a fula alimameti, like a fula woliolity. Is he nenny, is he fanny, ye banning, a man commit a man thing. So the Adam Barrow after you see Koban. Before Bavla when you press down and you commit a crime. Why can't they say that near Seal Nenny you commit a crime? To protect themselves and their parents. So until the Lawulula man Kenya could offend. So it's CEO Benin, no problem. But imagine the president Nenila for president of Kisi at a Gambia CEO Betiba.
No, I don't want dinner.
It's so painful.
I don't want dinner to Jamacono.
Yeah.
Alado ya nyumfa anyanya menkela ninga atra kulinda wala na roda isa alkame mvo komando no yin keken do wolo kuti memutonya inyabe nyaton ka tombo na nyaton ka tombo kumata ba
kumata de
nyaton ka tombo kumata mul nyante haklutu la bakele gendanol fon nyanta haklutu la bakele nyaton ka tombo
no
because ndolla bank
ka ko le alala ka nyaton ko tomba be fanya
hello
yes. Go ahead.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, call level dun kambar mamra abon kuntunol.
Okay.
Okay. Nyadon ka tombon kumada bakele mini atina ndella Africa kamara nyame ani Africa muslim moli tella belief menti etel fe ko nyaton ko wala nyanta molu marala mendia ke tolier adu maralo manke otide maralo manke kafu ko ete ko molle marala mendia ke ala birin ala yede da men diata ala ay wala ke bala ebe another staff tolu landi o staff tolu nyim fana moya nyanta lo allo
yes ntulo bel yes ntulo bel
nga bu moya nyanta bulala won wala no ma moya manyana taraje mo ken samuni na million ko imam fellon ime bulubale me manalon kafa man fello ni ngaba tumo de kanamira nendirote mandran
nen tam bari yalon ko iman fellon bali am men di jang etel man fellon tawrata do e man fellon linjil te man fellon jaburato etel kumfi mallo wonya han ila karam fo itul ko men kara ni akiski ni bule la ni la diam kan la moy e kalon ko nyiru mo le timel yalo ko da sita bakay la moyat
exactly
so ndolla afrika ko ne kana wolle je ka mol mara ni mol mara fana fuka pare mel manyan ne donne wala kane doy mel yalon ko nante bondi la filo kono wala kane filni comme ale amad jita nyol dol mel ya amad jita to felo ko mo gona ja it's very important ni ndi mol ke todi itelle mol la banko be dun nyoto ye mol la banko dun nyoto ko de ke pareta instead of ye muru mol ka yafu mol ka al hikatu bari ye fam muta ko etel mu annabiyo molleti etel mu mo kendo leti ni tel la kekende yata num barote falinna baro nyanta karana baka ni ndi la kodole wala na baro ni ndama timbe sana la broda Essa
atakila seta sai power ya Kenya mina baro bukani mira nyinde fengola baro bukani mira jikula kote ke sai.
Okay, so na me miro fana na sa ngata drombe futo la dan dulala bar komi ntol mel bo koma mbol mel be siri mbe ninna 5 common sense ol betaka al ngang haklotu ben haklotu la muneto ite be do kekan ite fe ko la kayra lo wodi wonde la kayra ti de
ani
kunum amad dita nyoli tel ka Kenya menke ka fo ko baro mbole sindla dang ngani nyin dol fatandi ko doya ye baro ke kendo ti bitel ni baro temo be nyaadile
wallahi
sa itel kilun nata muru nan ko take instead of muru ya fuko baro ay menke UDP la o man bete ya sa alngala no kan baro kelendi nga bondi system o da bije mento nimmo ka mina do le fananti nyala yal wala nyanda kala kat yung londi bari man so fanan na de okay bari man so fanan na de bari itel kilun ko take kana si ka mo le go ha nin ka fulat keleta o ka fulo yil al nyanta yale sabatini le tema ningo mo lan ko le san ngel man qur'ano moy amad jire ko anala ndo ke anala koto kelo mbam fala ndo kelo mako inta ay fatani minal mu'minin aktadalu brother Essa biringa nyum ko Gambia no lo sayin tol be muneka dindin meran dol nyile mol filendi e mol la banko be dundi nyoto ko lay pareta ko tege tele na si ko tege kafufula nol dunda nyola nol sonkata inyanda talale yete modada dandim baroni amad jida nyol temo be dadala baroni modole temo fulo nyanta dadala de
etel yo fasa woka kani wol temo tikinya ko
bi kote ke nyaabe la kote ke kliun be diamu ka molbe blokos le pour alingan haklotu molu be alingan haklotu Gambia dum be nyanta haklotu la ka tilung londo mandi ade brother Essa bar tilung londo mu collective leti mo be la tamu wajibolo mo be kam fardul ayn la ite membe mole la moy kan ite memmina la moy la ba ka tilung londi nde kan wajibolo tul final kan wajibolo
wallahi
so niye moje kukela memman betea inyanta kafole ni mano forodo inyanta ka bondi bulola ni mono ya konsondo mola bari ni sondo mo kondiro dum wodum pol be koro dan blala ngoto to manyana sai molbe mem fananton ko al ngafo mba foke teme yeboje yana kairo kantel lite be balu wala na fawarta bar sai de ko ete bola woto ite be tulawol to ye kawja ko sane kundanko wala mane kundanko ye tara woto ni futata alkiyama be le jani wala ni fata et bolbe na foy ko mo kendolo al nga duay ale yam fam ninde sartoti de wonde kende ya sartoti de
yo wala mo Gambia
waya tere wayo tinyaro beke bi do ba dun do banko kan wole do ko ke yetiol senela tiol man sanno ikata leptano to dole boy yeta leptano to e faaji
wallahi
dole ta ko take wole molla kodo be sika ya sunya wala banko la kodo ika dundi central bank e ka white check di wala adel ka la banko nyaton ko mu president de me alon ko muslimo lo wodi fese na bakare ni nek
eko muta komi dinkende yaleti
okay sana Omar Manyinke sana Bakar Manyinke tilum to katonya londi wole tonya londi fayda mon tara fok alala kito ke daje kitata nyame be dan kum alama ale ne majidika bar sa ndol misilmol nyanta karano place lalde ndel nyanta karano bundalalde ni la mistake nyaton ko la mistake ka history long ite membe history karan ka yeme history karan ite nyante na fala wala sama problem wo kana kera
wallahi
bari tele na tuje ya jamme dam man ko mo history le so ni del karanta ya jamme la history la bi membe kere ngambe o manyan na kela
ban karangala because ya jambela mulu meni kurake iteli yolle ta ke compensate ke ila kuriyalla. So that's why iteli they are not learning because ya mira ko iteli ni telephone boda je mo ko membena maybe wala be okay telephone. So that's what these people are thinking because ni la mo Ibrahim silla kadiamu nyame e Sumaila Sise kadiamu nyame ye mira Adam Barrow fon kadiamu nyame. No. Na ongul nyili buka hani mira wala wallahi billahi tallahi.
Ibrahim Silla ni Ismaila Sise itella ko malo warta baka bala fawat bari nen fana mbije nti amera ko nyili a jartal fon hani la musol miyalo ninte mo nyin sifa ninte mo la musol dimbe mbole do
gambe muso woli na dillahi woli hani kamole fa wolu da ko do ka ete lafta men kata bi gol sange e be da pala sange banda
palaso palaso bije
itel palaso gambe muso palaso
palaso bije kat kato be lori ministre bo kumala
ta mo fa woli kat da be ta fa ba fa honi ngamo kirim je jada dito fa no
ba ko yalla bakel bari inni angara fona wala na gambia hani santol man karam ni ko gambia no man kuni do samo ay dimi bara man ka beti de bar hani sa man kuni de
ngoda ngani na fojang ngo yalon tele ya ko kuni mumenti angale kam fo wala nga pare bake gambia no yeyi mu muta kuni muti isi moja ay ala dunia tambanya bela ko belo bad ni te ke pare sade di man kuni nyin kayati te ko gambia no la mentality
okay donc kuni moment wala ku ke ku long ke ku long ila jang dunia jang alkiyama ita tinozo
exactly
but ke ku long mangani de pare oti de ke ku long mangi oti de kamara lo long
what ni be nyola dol be ba fulan you are illiterate you are uneducated ngawe de illiterate to gabe ko dem ganum fam badandi ni menna de you are ignorant ka o ignorance in o kante kontanile igamero
ela ko bala fa warta alman so sabu ni mala do but ka continue lon ka fo e maro ka mo fana do kuka yatuje e ko al ngabula je fana mambe de anta laddi no mala
hakolo mode foro kambe continue
ka continue ka fo e
pulje patani ya alate gila kana fo mole ko yanta nyine ken aka bare aka taman sero nyita molla taman sero ni mo mo kennote nabe ku kendo keka oto ku kendo nyanda yakine ya fasa bare nyabe ko ku kurun kela har sai ka fo ko dabat ala dun ko dite ku kurun je society ko nyanta kella le ya bondi society ko kila ko foye ala gar nyoma asinyo sembento ku kendo la ani ala nya silawna bare sila nyabe mola abe ku kuruna ifo yalo ku kuruna ka fo ko ngani ala tunyol
yani ala tunyol o manya nakal
womo ke ni maniyati womo coward neslet
mantabe mbali aba
ya
adun kunna kuya taman serolo fanam
wala budi
kunna kuya taman serola silang wata baka hadama dum ike fambula je wonya ala menat nan tuluna dunya jang ibe palaso mento ala menat nan tuluna je o palaso nyinto konti bole be mani bota je adun ni kada kiyama fana ala be konti bola so ite boko be nin ke kawro ite nyantalo na le be men ke ka adi nyantalo na fona mem mine kunna after o bla palaso pola
no men kan de ja na ongula gambia di nabe positionoto gambia di nabe positionoto mtemalo muna be la nyum positionoto de but nin gambia di be positionoto everything anything ya bula fofena for him is okay dan kontro ka fa batu nganda palaso sicho yaje nyimbe mu ala muta baliyalti hay fen e ka bolje ado yaje bir wotu mu nganyim fola ala tabana biri bula ta kuma yala accountol fresh ko na da president ye kamone la ala tabana la ala bala kito kelal modol fundi da nyin kala dimballe balunde nyina fo ala ko jom hale ko nin ko ya be kata haram ko ke pour ni la dimbal be fengela je ngo ala tabana nyanta la foro ya kandal bari bi jom hale ka to moy bawa be ko adam baro kay ko mba mek solal ko nge fuara ya di banko kanja afan yo fo jalo tabitin plato so wodo ni adam baro na te la fiolta hey ke forota yaje ko tenga na ko so la manke adam baro ala len te la fiolti
exactly ananta ka
ta fo bar man ala tabo bar sai ni ta ta tilata adam baro la faye sabakanna woto ala fana bela ala adam baro kanne kato ala balun nal ko te man latela wala tine bulata no yo but ite mo accuse kaka moli laundry leke abe criminal activities leto yala accountable press one month later yeta wono may kay nga do ko ada baro pardon ko ngir bebu credit he's misusing his power this is abuse of the office
yalo men fo hani bugala ma kam moy men fo bala fa warta adama baro nate ko moy criminal dunia kono ala mam moda da men criminal yata adama baro
anate fe woli yole mati adam baro fe be mate mbal dio dole nyini ka ko sanji mo wonni fulate bake ka UDP yud yalo ne moma ala teddo ka nyina kunun nade adam baro is very ungrateful ye adam badi wude ngo mome man adam badi wul teddo ate ala fo jayda adam baro kallo ako ate sanji mo wonni fulate dambana ka ke UDP ako UDP ko le kar killing wol bate no may bate nene la prike candidate ot you see adamadi ala ka fo menna ko fala tuzakku anfusakum huwa alam man ittaqa adamadi ko ke fanjaylale matati fanjayda niaje dawda la kumo jama be 50 to 60% abu kake tonya because akata fan ne promote ka pour moli be la latela pour ay modu te mo kuruti adamadi kando le moli ena kende yafo bari te lota dawda tele nyinken niamo moje kanala mo sifala abe fewfen fo jama be jabu kake toñati
sugulala wala fon fa ko madi hon nafsi kazzab
yo apanta
so hanada manke wotide mate fode ya di fa fala ko ba
bari yalo kila ya fala ko nafi ko taman sero fu sama ida kana sa kazzaba ija wada aklaf
ya oto minakan
yo so yin sabo be ni moy nin daji ko soro woto ibe bamba ni mole oji ko le jela ibe afule
na fi kolon ala na fi ya koytale ala barakanda ya koyta
ko usen leko adam baro fon beri ademala ke mira nyame ngin alkiyama bu ke mira wol because ite kata lo ka fo mole ko yeta modo ya yo kilina ha yalo usenda bolo ko be ni place carte dila usenda kam mol ko dundi nyola ke kam fandi nyo kam unnecessarily mujabi nun do misin ko tata ni tika sifale no ata sidi jata ya ko lafte kila ni fen ko bar usen dabol kata be lafri opposition lafte kila foreign minister de bar usen dabol kata opposition ata da pabu le lafte kila ni de ba usen dabol ko kadal ke wodula ni so I UDP I usen dabol ni yalo adamadi wa wallahi adamadi ko be alaka ngani fen ko men fodo alaka men fo momen yalo ka fansun afan hakilo abu ka yusnok alay hakilo men dela ku keddo siloka aku nim bilang be kanyande aju be nyil bieju be kam fata usen dabo kam fo nordi
wallahi no wallu ndon dela diamo la moyka bela odi do la moyka e kam fo je wolon toñade hadama dum wi se sabari ni sabari melike to ku ya wala fon kana finti ke defend
abanda
wolo yelo diamo bir ngombo en kombe senkala doy bat groupe nyin kono bari atram bulo mutari
it's very sad
broda isa moye sabare yaje dunia bolo manke feyati de
da illallah
yade ini molbo ko kono e kana muda ka fo petele smart mote kere memman smart hada madin de kere memman kuma
wallahi
mo hadamadin fengu bijela hadamadin bala fengu bijela me alonga ala hadamadin ni woda dale wo buka bono adaba understanding kelale mo le ya understanding di ba mo ma understanding di ba bo understand so tapale afuna mbole nya ni ko ka mo le tapale ya ide kana amira ka fa mo mel tapale ya ka wol male tebe menketa so bar gambia nga mengi je mel ya lon ka mo tapale ya mo ka fo lesman
sumata exactly
melka molla na float tinya ka betinye molka folo mo kendo to wolle suman melni molka la hidol da wolle ka molla la hidol tinye ka fo wolle suman
la hidol tinya de gambe no bi mal la hidol andu yalo na on mune fo mu bala fati Gambiano ayaje fendantan Gambiano mamuta fendi ni wotto tata lesita society ko dro society katinya wole fe freng wala muko comme lahido Gambiano ma lahido muta fendi ko tek
hani
ning adamadi ning Gambia ni adamadi society fota daji ko la fota manala e fota lahido la dra banta aka society katinya katu mol bukam ko ke ko tek nun to mo kam manule pour ka fo he ngani ndele nyim fo jang pour mole ta fa ko ye murunda kam balbi mole kam mo adube mo sabal for example mo sabal boda yudi kire tana jana ani yudi bin gole men beke bi aka namura ka wolle malole
malotije
mana banda aka ni ya wol faranka salbire so na politiko fo tatale abe Gambia tinyaka benna dino tinyaka benna daji kol tinyaka benna society tinyaka andu del dawli men be duma e be nyin daji kol le karan kanka wolle be na wota because wol bajira ko normal le mo kela kam tinya normal le mo yakuma do fo jambi sama yeta jena because nka wo mo falle sarkle society ni tala tinya londa ni futa society kono e ka jube ka mo sifa jo mal le celebrate den wole ka nyitandi la ko hani mulun tawnete imeda society kono akoro si ka mo sifa jo mal le celebrate wole be society la para ko ni ala barakanta o yani dalila bari Gambia kono jube bi nka jo mal le kili platform ul kan nka jo mal le celebrate
wallahi la hedi tinyalal
abanda
la hedi tinyalal mel yalon ko la hedo tinya wala hedo dum me ka tinya ala wosita la hedo la nyama ma wosita nonya dara hada wadde won dada sawni banko dada saw be dada ako ay inna aradna al amanata ala samawati wal ardi fa baynaha ay sawni banko dada pareta ay la hido landi sawni banko e ban
abanda
ay adi hada wadde ya sik hada wadde nata ida ndam monu nata nyo jam fayde ko kuma kanfo to ko ni mol sitale al nga singa teben kambe dada konto labbanko la maral kawnyanta klaten indel sitantel be nyine kala ite na si banko la ko to teke yaaje ko nit nyinke ta mete febo ite killing banko mo million fula yow la ko do betinya
yalo men ka defo kale kanyim beje tek isi cristiano atodo tubabol jan ni ko fo mole ma kedo isi feng isi resign
esa fo sorry fa
mole date woto freng
esa fo sorry
Gambia di on resign inna lillahi aka fole ko ite balla fendela
ka fo story bari ako be bala fa wara se esa but nga jam futandi do nga di baro nyanta men kala nim baro abe manta don sotola anyante sabarale ay ji ay lo Gambia banko kan kala ka bari multa jallo kundan kol dam manta kol tombon keke palasol da ay abula amam betia
no tenden niya foy e ka mune foy kar ñul musi fatam fansilalle niya foy ka
ñim manke si fatam fansitide
ayake ñine kam ma pro min diam dala bañi la ko fulol sa ataka amanke woti wallahi momo be Gambia be yalu na mune be ke adu hani to ko dino malla finyina makka ila birabe sallallahu alaihi wasallam biri ko ay ye ber makabero landi biri dambal dunta kabira ma mole taje
exactly good
buri kan afonyin kama ko kabila kilune ran so oda kabila dol
madina jamo exactly
abanda so ntel la society bi ni diam de ko fo banku dul banko me alon ko siol le bejet wo siol nyili mbe mu kilineti to nyala bul wodo nim be mu kilinti banko la fiom be nyanta kanya nakan bari banko la palasol yabe ci ka yadi mo kilul ninyen don diabu tay ko wol musi fatam fansilal e nyante de andu natari yadi wo mel fanana ni tatante la dulato jube bi look at it na supreme the court of appeal ajube fo be nen kadi wona jela di
hani
very few amantambe mo kilina the court of appeal
wala ngolo fa manyen nakala because yaje me time mol ka fo le yaje me jolal lekete. So what about baro nim baro nada atefana ya baro desika dum ayeta men kama moli aloni baro man ni jallo kundan kolta fenna fo kate fasa nim baro sa konton falino ka bondi baro adama baro aki jallo tu asole keno abakela
abanda
so bar ato keno la ato keno la sa semen keno wala mbatu ngamba di unu nat na ngedundi nyindula ni ngedundi je nintelu ko adama e jallo kundanko le nat nanja boli afo ko ngolbe sti fatam fanso la ndello de sti fatam fansi de mbeto na la fo kam ngaya bali menna nko yaya e menke amam bete ya
because many nintel nim many be ka fo kunu ya be men na mbeda bi wolle be if da faka system onin
okay yalol hanol fawno nyanda murula wol kan sorry de hanol fawno nyanda murula because Suleiman Camara ngo fana na video jele ado kunte kumol men foka e camera mo me yalon ko abotanan doliunda
ko le wala moti wallahi be Suleiman ya ante ya na ongul mustafi nde one thing I hate wala to talk about the people personality Suleiman nga Suleiman lo nga ba ma lo nga ala adoko ma lo ay muso men futu fa muso ni sa wo bandala anola futu wo bandana I don't nde I don't this boy is rude yalo wala ki ko ni society tinyata al kam mel tombo ka palasol dire ka ke manales people lati because mun kita mana buka important mul nyako wala ti naju be momen be adam baro bala mo si fallo
sun ko tolle
mun society membe tinyakan
sun ko to ba e momon ni adama bala alon ko na manke sumbadi alon ko mole mata ni mole tapale aku jamal le ke men alon ka blo men
ida Suleiman te bukan fenke wala ko Suleiman la ko is ne wala te tiamu la fa wallahi billahi tallahi but the only thing political kon I don't even like to go after people personality wala tan kadar but this Suleiman nde biri nde batunga nde fondo
do ngobula bara kumanda bakel kelo ko ngofela ko moda men baf mem e be men fo kan kaje bay e kan men fo ka fonding
ko yatale amang koroma soto moy anal badi malam Suleiman Touré di cyber security advisor to the press anala nun kunto men kam do ko keraw
wallahi cameron dembo sorry say like that but I baraka bako ngebe continue ka chala
thank you baraka thank you so much so mbeni men foka na onkule ni men fo wala mu yaje bi membe Gambia kon ngari member 2011 but coming photo Gambia no we are comfortable with the people many aloko they are practicing the tribalism but we are not comfortable with the people many aloko they talk about it so nyina munafikia 101 many ba ke kan itel fake kasite wall but they want to bully the people so that we can keep quiet not to talk about it is afo ko handel be mu kilineti ha Gambia diwlum but nali denta fiona adamadul nal denta fion albe almanyan na fion tikala yadi mo dolla ya dol fenke surtout la ite sutiyata menida bare adam baro be nyimbe beke kan ye nyine fay divided and rule e kam men fo adam baro wala mu ko mandin koli e man kambe and that is the truth anun della kambe balia fana is okay manduwa mandin koli nga kambe batara yaka adamadi nalbe kambe nal kambe tonyaka baral kana kambe for the sake of kambe ka batara ya fasa o muma sibolti de andun that I'm so proud of being mandin kaya amakina ko njuta fulala njuta bare ngalo ne ko men ka fo ko mandin ko nde kambenna because mandin ko dol beje be bataro fasal fo walla bataro fasa nyanta kina mandin ko be na la nyokamba tato alay men fo mole ya ayyuhallazina amanu atel bisil mol men yalon kan latante alala qunu qawamina bil qisti suhada lillah al kebba al nyoma koy aleke badin kilinti alala siloka woto nin ku boyta mem manya kanaje ko nyimu mandin kolti batu ngata ngallo afi you are not helping the person walakin nako qur'ano koy ko qunu qawamina bil qisti suhada lillah walau ala anfusakum hannin ayatar ko boytete mari foneka amanda wala de akoy awil walidene wala bani fa woto do not unite based on falsehood but unite based on truth kanaje ko ite mandin ko because of adam baro be menke ka ha nyanta unite like unity is good but don't be unite based on falsehood because ila unity at the end at abe fail unite, defend the people based on truth. And if you defend the truth, you are not only going to defend your tribe, you will defend because the truth, it doesn't matter where it is come from. I talk about it not because of lifestyle Adam Baro manding called Damanta Walla, but in Kanyitan the Adam Baro Lako. And actually many Kafonyeko, Haite Canadiamu Nina, Fionkote. How come Asanjan, Chief Justice, Atodum, Dauda Jallo, Minister of Justice, yeah, Jallo Jolle, Vice President, also Jallo. But Nidia under ko Karino Musi Faram Fansilal. But Mbemen Foke, Karno Kotonial. Because Adam Baro Fana ya will in Kaba, because Nintel Diamutala, and Mbe Diamulala, no yakin na membortan na ye borina. I care less. Bari, I can in a Kama Purunimoli Diamutala. Jalonial Botasio Menikono, will financing Bulina Yafu Mafale commanding Coleman Lafin, Ebe Manding Kaya Kelol. Likewise, Mbadi Sarakulole Menke, Base URR 2021. Ye audio sama mo kun kilinal meni nen roke UDP kono ini siol ida mawni kam fata nyo kama forumol kono doli yol leta e ka fo nyo ko mandin kol fele sara kullo ni neneka ini da kordato korda we all know. That's why today ibajela ko every 100 sara kulle pass every 100% of sara kulles ibata la 75% are all supporting Adama Barrow because they make them to believe that UDP is a Mandinka party. But handing ayatal ko UDP Mandinka party. It is a Manding Coleman problem. So Nick ayatal ko UDP nata ka banko sambanyato. Ito yan kiala wala because we party manke na tabe tabaka Gambia la luwal manda tabaka party la luwal. Banko la luwa. Anyanta tama la wala. And I have never remembered that ko Manding Col tata sapi manja kolka. Gambia kon. But why all of a sudden it's so much hate? Because of bad leadership. Because of the leadership that is dependent on tribalism. The leadership that is taking advantage of our division. Because they want to entrench themselves into the power. So he called for Adam Barrow. Manding call man lafina. Yeta fulolia ha nyaje. Mbadi unia fojada. Audio funde ko. Call kera video letija. Not via line. Sarakule keba do ya funda na cause. Sarakuloli manding call be Adam Barrow kelendeka because of Sarakuloli. Be Adam Barrow kelendeka because of Sarakuloli based on what? But that is the falsehood, the false narrative that was given to those people. Well, man political no? Na santoto. Na mandinga satol men be basse tata jele ko e ma foje Adam Barrow fulaleti e ma foje fengote mandinga satol de ko len ko Adam Barrow bassen ko leti bari tata fula satol de ko ni mu fuloleti ali nga fulo babali ko me babali men fu fulole alla nyoka nga Adam Barrow fasa nadiate ila polisol ila sojarol ila military ila nosol ibeke fulolti as far as the Gambia la health facility is good. Natare be Gambia la health sector falling laftala nyan. We don't have problem with that. But don't marginalize. Yaje fitino niaja ka wuli doro. Tonyero le ye fitino di dauda tonyero le ka wuli. Ado nafiko na bali kono. Wala nafiko li bali marakan. Eka fitino le wuluwal tema. Na alman fitina albetula bwata hale kono Gambia be system o men kono. Modol be Adam Barrow fasa ka yalo na mano. Yalo ne ko corruption is rampant. But they still defending Adam Barrow because he ko be kamfari manding ko le kama e ko UDP manding ka party even though that is not true. But it tell nyina ta ko Adam Barrow bo ko do men tinyaka manding ko dam mantade ko do tede. Adam Barrow na ala molu men be sunyaro la manke ko fulol damane be sunyaro la manding kol be sunyaro la fulol be suñarola surwal be suñarola jolal be suñarola ebe jomal le la fen suña kan gambia diwni jomal le mo gambia diwti fulo mandin ko surwa jola manja ko kasin ko ape na kodo mfon la molle ka suña o mo men kanne ka fale ko han na fula yale yakine ben keleka han na mandin kayale yakine be keleka ye fani ye wulu nafi kollo muyti mandin kayay ma kenne be keleka katu yenna fulo men suña ma samba mandin kolla community kono etata ni musuni diwle ya adomo al sita Allah hajo iye diwle tika ye samba private school olto ita mandin ko ye mandin ka jolle ma ko yakon so woto ni ye bay ye suña roke enata murna mandin kol kay ka fay ko ni aje yen kele ni aje yen bay mandin kay ye wulu ibe bay mandin kay yakam bar say adam baro bilifinde munena ni lafta mandin ko bay la position ote kamune fay UDP kolom bi kam mandin kaddi unta wala komi ya jambe la watola the same strategy bole use kam bari fofulol bukata mandin ko la musinyi non hanim be biyo men do ka futuje mandin ko kata jolale ya hanim be biyo men do jolal ka futu mandin ko ka futu fulo fo nga futu wo bantema ma bantema but why are we angry against one another because weak leadership menga soto leadership me yalon ko malla fi kanke kilinti leadership me yalon ko na divisiono wala muy tella tayroti wala tinna wol tella fila wol leadership tella fila tel ngake kilinti wol be la fila ngatar nyo kondi mbe nyo nenila katu ni adam baro mo kendo ni mona ra ko mandin kol ten abe adam baro wulu falema kata famu mandin kolet ni mona ta ko fuloli ten abe adam baro balema kata babu fulole ni mona ta ko sarakuloli ten abe adam baro barinlem kata barimu sarakuloli. But why is he tolerating all this? Because our differences is his advantage. But at la position, ayala siyo tala la ulula alfona ye compromise with the position. Imagine ibe muso samba ka kito la kai adam baro bane ni. Bare moye siyo bene ni jane yu ame hani la police station. So yaje kwa ya fam protect. Bara nyina tamen na ko atalaw protection no kamdal ko baytul ankabut. Talina jalo la bumube nyamendo. Katun nite ko ye fam protect. Say ni moye flol nede ay siole nede ebe muna fole ba sambala mun kiti la kiti jo male amuta ay mun crime le committee ni moye flol nede ay ba nene le adam bar so instead ye tribe protect ya foko ni me sio nene you committed crime then adam baro you will be protected because your mother will not be insulted because your mother is a fula. If you say if anybody insult the tribe you committed crime, then your father will not be insulted because your father belongs to a tribe. But hypocrisy is you don't do that. All you can do, here if you insult the president, you committed crime. If you insult President Moda, you insult. But when someone insults Fulas, the person did not commit crime, but the person insulted your mother, Adam Barrow. But you and your Mbahal cabinet, nyankatama yali kum net tuo niake nyankatama kono naye la ka kumul ayal kum be sunkandi albuke mira no mira kendol. So now everybody need that social media jube. For example, when Lawyer Dabo have interview in any platform, you see these young people, the people we call them our future leaders, the people we call them our tomorrow leaders, and this will be these children who will be the leaders tomorrow, and the children who will be the elders tomorrow. You see their comment on those platforms, how they are the kind of insult. Ikamenke lawyer Usain Dabola. Wallahi kamenke mandin kolla. Wallahi kamenke fulol ni suru walla. It's so disheartening. Ikajele ko lack of training in our homes. We are not training our children well at homes. That's why every children today, ibejela 20 years, 25 years, They will start insulting, raining insult on you. Because they see the insult as normal. Ndemu dindi unity, yes, but being Fanamanke didn't take 40 years or so. Womanke didn't take correct. Those days, in the young age, we cannot Ningamo from Keba Haina Kanang, Muka Hani Kaneni Rofo. Hani Benyon Flown in the quarter. Nekeba Haine K de full of Rata Bilakato, Neon and Keba Keba Ninema. But B didn't do it. Ndemu didn't do it, yes. But there are some people that will Bamanu and Seattle they can nene. Some are telling me you are a liar, you are ignorant. Because you know, Gambia is certain about our country. The children, many are local, they just graduate from grade 12 or they can write there in school, they're calling everyone ignorant, illiterate. Because they don't even know the definition of illiterate. What is ignorance? They don't know it. But because of they can write and read, they call you ignorance. You are not smart. What is the smartness? When you are not, you cannot even defend yourself. You cannot even defend your right. Defending the thieves who are deteriorating your future, who are destroying your future, who are damaging your future. You are defending those people, and those who are against your destroyers, you call those people ignorance. If you look at our revenue, 65% of our revenue go to the debt service. What is the debt service? The loans that the government take it, you know, the loan that the government borrow, you know, from the bank, from the IMF fund. So nite ka kemele Gambia ka kemele soto taworon lulo be akata debt service le. Ninkum dala si tan sabani lulu wala katun telebulu nyanta na civil servant sol jola wala kono nyanta development kila wala kono mune kanake jurumala sapeka foita julo tanam ko deke nyanta development ol men kila yake o digo julol fon nieta e kana wolle ta ko deke ketala nyote. The Gambia debt is over almost 100, I think 120 billion dollars. A small country like Gambia, where does that money went? And it can so called men like donation or men me alone case or called better than me individual pocket, but at enough fala. Katu jama ni jama fion ni asunya, ekata du ku bataro le kunna. Brinja wara watu la mulbe sunya rola na fale bankoe. Ad ay telemana banko mana faso de telemana faso. So Ninteli Amirako voting for Adama Barrow in a mulbe tinyaro menna ye continue wala than having UDP, then left to the Gambians. We are all going to suffer. Katum kodo me bataka manke Gambia amanke UDP la quality. Mbele be banko nyinka. If you like. But we should know that we have a responsibility to protect our country, protect the future of our children. Because we have a heartless government official in that country who have no respect for the citizen. Walakina, they can go to the platform and spew every nonsense against the citizen. You don't do that here. You don't do that here. But nearly it is normal for them to come out and insult the citizen. Because you are a minister. Because they know that most of our security men and women, they have no sense. They are using those people as a senseless people. They cannot think by themselves. Only 10 for no well altanil bute generate bute. Altanil tear gas generate tear gas. Olakin and for mad one day security. Because Adamadi Kumaya and Puri Ulu Maitar Molbul. If be a Maitar Nico Hejana Hejana Nico Hujanete Kafe Commander in Chief. Alikiama Commander in Chief Kulabor. Ye moment be tear gas tilim baliakan. Imanku ketela manku ke bankola. For Joseph satisfies one individual. Ete mari ko uniform odi be fan kuta la uniform du na jolle la kaburol ko. Nyaaje na nyaaton kol kata nyim bala firun bekela. E kada jikiratel police leka. E kada jikiratel soldier leka. Baratel soldier le diun be so faral diun be drop out kan school okon. And the people you see you protecting them. Well, diun kata international school ni diun jarate e sasa ke samba outside le abroad treatment. baratel diun ka drop al sojar jolle be Gambia men si collect jona diun police jolle be Gambia men be fenko jono lal jon baral ka fal kamel protect e balla ko dol sunyaka ko mo kiluni al kan ka wolle protect de no ndi wote kila sojar mandu am fam badi edun police yala wala sojar yala police and sojar is good protecting the life and the property of the citizen niaka nyama is very noble job, but Gambia's security is one of the worst. Niko kilikweko is a command. Command. Any command that is against the command of Allah, you as a human, don't do that. But ni bay la alala. Ala ko ma min dabbatin fil arda illa ala Allah rizquha. Adama di harje mu fenfente nyin dunya kuna ala ya be safele te faale ma wosoro handi bulo be dayla ma bile sama ye fa bari te faale bulo man day woma ala le ofo fensi la wolela. But do not believe on the people. Your destiny is not in the hand of the president. It's not in the hand of the government. He joined the military when you were already grown. He joined the police when you are already grown up. So that God, why will you let somebody to handle you as an animal? Go and tear gas your brothers, your mother's age mate, go and beat them, go and disrespect them, and when you feel sick, remember these are the same brothers and sisters who help you, not these useless governments. Mansakunda me yaloko de budget $40 million. $40 million every year. They used to budget that. Yes, Mr. Kunde, Juma Mubarak. They budget $40 million for overseas treatment. Is somebody who told you that I'm doing marvelous job for your health sector, but when they themselves fell sick or their children fell sick, they took them to the overseas. Nitel believe tako ibe ben fokale wala mutonyat. Alinganda sense use. Somebody menata kweko ilale tano nyontal. Ite nyante nyinin kala munati na sa intela namo kono. E kam million tan nani nin fellandi ka foko ni jar ni te sasa de bete jara la menna ban. Say ilale tano me bano kanteledu. Why can't you treat yourself here and use that 40 million for something else, or even that 40 million you can buy something, for our hospitals. One incubator does not incubator does not cost more than 20,000 euros. And how many incubator you can buy it from the 40 millions? But you go to the Banjul hospitals, the children quarters. The battle didn't full de one incubator. But that decent government budgeting 40 million from the taxpayers' money and use it for the overseas treatment. And who have access to that overseas treatment body? It's only government officials. Those many along more than 100,000 a monthly salaries. But the police officer, member tilo ko the traffic okon. Wo mari wo man access to that 40 million. Jabang police shooting incident. Ye police fula fada mento. Muso nyi ya barama. Muso nyi felenti ko recommendation o besafe pro aita overseas treatment. The government neglected her. And you are killing yourself for that government, beating your brothers for that government, beating your own sisters for that government. A government may yalongo, when you feel sick, they will abandon you. And they use you as animals. They use you as their mad dogs. Go and tear gas your brothers and sisters. Yela wa uniform koto bani dung. Samta koto albuke kufang. Allah was samatol bekata kurare ni Allah samatol jefang kalo natal mo batari unleti. Alubafula nyo the order from top. Bari nyina tako lung benala wo top man soto ala dambana mu topti. And that top mayor kaka ordered he cannot protect you in the day of judgment. Because more you will be held accountable for your own deed. Allah is not going to hold anybody accountable for another man's deeds. You cannot say that it's the order from the president. Allah doesn't care about that. But Gambia police, niaje konka mansali soto. Niaje Adam Barrow fan benyim balonate. Kafa beta because I not ko. He have the bargain of those securities. Niaje Adam Barrow ni njomal be lola fukuru fenyol. Abe lola Gambia di ube nyato lo kabe wol kelendilan. Adam Barrow ding is not in soldier. Adam Barrow la brother the soldier. And more many diuni ye diuni wulu. Atul men be soldier yala. Alal farbunya. Moli ye diuni wuli me wulu nyin kamma puru ali ayena moli tora. Kila ko nin adamadi mu fata. Ila baro be kuntuta. Fo bara saba. Ija mata la abudu qata amalu kullu illa salasa. Ni adamadi mu fata ila baro be kuntuta nyin dunia kono wolu. Fo bara saba. Fo bara saba wolu kono abe wol ay même folo fo al walad salih. Din kendo, din kendo. Bari ma fo yeddi umentu ko majabe mol toraka. Yeddi umentu ko majabe security yana be tiaga se fayla mol ka tilimbaliya. Yeddi utu ko majabe ko men nyanta sadabule abe mol toraka ko be security yan. Ala ko al walad kila ko al walad salih din kendo alladhi yadu biha. Me yalon ko abe duwale. Bari mola duwabe mutala nyaadi membe adun adamadi wudi toraka for the interest of one individual. Adama Barrow dintes duna police, adinte duna sojariat. Bari one di diun menbe sojaria batel le yuska. Ando a telephone balnal fali yali wulule. Puri ye jika telephone na la nemo ne membani fate baru. Albe ku kendo men kay la nemo se futal la wululan. But a man say ata yol be kundal kafo ko ntele we are only acting based on command. Are you animals? Hani wulo wato do ni kai ko do ka wow wala ma taken e ka bute len tella wul do be je wato mo nimbe ta kan de mo lan ka fa ne nin kai abion ake badnal soko ni ngabal do morol ninda da wulo ko da ka ta lo duta juwo santole wallahi ta lo yiri judo ko de wow anyo wuliya fola wulo yalo wulo to wulo ti baro fata wulo la wuliya fola akata lo yiri juwo santol yiri juwo ko da ke wow ite krame ko fenne be wo yiri juwo sa da ka hade fofo nyome kada yiri jambol joyi hade wulo ke bang bari te adamadi mume ki afay ko tamol bute kate bute tilimbalia e ka foko intel we are only here in command ngal bula o wati kote al Adama Barrow bonde na banko ay tiling Adam Barrow ma mol soto mene bunya sota ama mo sota bala mene bunya soto banko diune nale mansa soto memma bunya soto banko diuna banko tala katu they have no respect for the citizen minister so duri birin dunia baya wulu de mane ni minister moy kompeta kan demonstration in the protect of democracy. Who is spoiling the democracy? Democracy is rule of law. But Adam Barrow la mansa kunda think that democracy is the legalizing the corruption. Yeah. Because Nimbanko the only fund that to demonstrate to protest against the corruption, it a minister Simen cannot take that those citizens serious and follow all those corruption allegations. But it can counter protest to defend the thieves, defend the corrupt peoples. No, Gambia. Ngalbe salute. Forward kote you know, Gemba fulal be Juma Mubarak. 2026. Almay betra simane jara kendela. Adam Barrow bonde nale kala banko eta. Yeah. Unnecessary tribalism na bal dundi ka wolta bal kam fandi kanyo kam edam be sunya rola je fulol ba sunya kam mandin kol ba sunya kan jola be sunya la sara kulle be sunya le be edam ban le ka sinyo kay ka jele atel men be supporting le kan dam bol dundi nyola ben telle la na fulo sunya ka amange mandin kala na fulti amange sara wulle na fulti amange fulala na fulti sur wala na fulti Gambia di bele la na fulom jomalle ba sunya ka fulol ni mandin kol ni sur wal ni jola siol be sunya ro ni government kon e kan nambawol dundi ñol alinga nyaka alin kana ke nyaka jomti alinga jom kem fanna ngali kondo